Previously on Nameless. After stepping through the portal created by Venecia, the team were confronted by a dusty, barren, crumbling world. Looking around, Tide noticed a number of different coloured crystals protruding from the ground. And in typical Tide fashion, he tried to lick one, and it nearly pulled him onto the crystal, but he was able to just push himself away. Seeing this, Gideon tried to identify what the crystals were, and with Blaze's help, tried to get close. Tried to get close to one, but it forced them away. While this was happening, Endo was speaking to the Solarix entity, which instructed him that he needed to get to the temple as fast as he could. Blaze had to carry Gideon as she was struggling to move, and as they approached the temple, they saw a number of faded monoliths with carvings on it around the entrance, and this was giving off very, very strong magical energy. Endo was sort of able to read some of the carvings, which appeared to indicate something about restoring magic, but as he touched one of them, it gave him quite a bit of a shock and he was injured. They also noticed that there was a block that had a number of different symbols, about 3 different symbols, and after some investigation, Gideon was able to identify that they represented different types of magic. The team put their heads together and came up with a plan to expose the different carvings to the corresponding types of magic, and this resulted in the temple doors opening. After slipping inside, the team hid themselves and as best they could and had a brief rest. During this time, Solarix instructed Endo on what the team needed to do to separate it from him and so that the team could go home. They made their way towards the altar, and Endo moved on towards one of the obelisks and started the ritual, and instantly 4 demon dogs appeared and charged towards the group, but were held back by an invisible magical barrier. The team battled the monsters, and Endo continued the ritual again and again. More and more monsters kept appearing, and a heavy battle ensued. As they kept attacking, they occasionally would break an obelisk, and this would remove the barrier, allowing them to get closer to the team. As the final barrier fell, Endo was able to complete the ritual, and a large creature with wings pulled itself from out of his back and attacked all the other monsters within the room, killing them instantly, and then teleported the team back to the headquarters. While getting their bearings at the headquarters, Taliskar appeared and looked a little shocked to see everyone. Blaze explained what had been happening, and Taliskar had to tell them that they had been gone for 6 months and presumed dead. Blaze asked about the payment for the job, but was told that because they hadn't technically completed it, there was no payment. Gideon at this stage was also trying to find Oinkvat and was growing more and more distressed at their absence, but was finally able to find them and calm down a little. Taliskar, after explaining the situation, stepped away, and whilst she did so, Solarix appeared again outside. The team went outside to speak to the creature, and it offered them thanks for saving him and provided the team with a few gifts before flying away. Taliskar returned at this point and seemed very unimpressed when the team was telling them that the creature had just stopped by for another visit. Let's see what they get up to next week.
Jumping in. Well, if everybody's ready to start, we will start. So you've been home a couple of days since you had your adventure with the Solarix. You've been kind of just pottering about, Endo cooking, everybody else doing whatever they're doing, Gideon talking to her pets, and you have noticed that Tide is kind of not leaving their room. They've been in there pretty solidly, in and out of consciousness. And as you wake up this morning, as you start to leave your rooms, you would notice that Tathra is kind of in and out of Tide's room, grabbing things. Looks like she's kind of bagging things up, and she seems very kind of busy and agitated. And as you make your way into what would be the kitchen for breakfast, you would see that Taliskar is awaiting you. Tathra kind of like steps out and into Gideon. She's like, sorry.
That's okay. What's the commotion?
You probably should talk to the boss, really. I'm just bagging things. Just being useful.
Bagging things.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the bags going?
You should really talk to the boss.
Okay.
And she kind of hops back into Tide's room and starts picking up various different things that Tide has in there. Gideon, as you enter into the kitchen, you would notice that Talisker is kind of stood in there, which is unusual because normally she sat at her desk in the other room, whereas she looks as if she's been stood there just waiting, like she's like a statue almost. And then kind of as you enter, she kind of there you are. Take a seat, please. And she gestures towards the table.
I will obviously immediately do what Talisker tells
Obviously, immediately. She likes it. She likes it when you just obey.
What's going on, Talisker?
I think it's best to wait for everybody to be here. She kind of like leans slightly to see if she can see Endo.
I am having massive trouble with Roll20. I don't know what layer I'm on or anything. Every time I move my token, the screen just goes bright white, then it goes all black. And it's just Roll20. It's like everything else is running perfectly fine.
How strange. I mean, we're in the headquarters. We'll see what it's like on a different map. This is a really big map, so it could be that's making it go weird.
I have no idea, but right now it looks like Endo is in the middle of a white. It looks like he's in heaven.
Well, and Endo died.
No, he did not. No angels would be strong enough to lift him.
Well, I will move Endo into the kitchen, assuming that is where he has.
Yeah, I'll just have to use Theatre of the Mind.
Yep, that's fine. Just for this. If other maps are doing it, then we'll
Yep.
We'll try and resolve it. So yeah, as Endo kind of like makes his way in, Talisker kind of gestures at the table and she's like, right, yes, if everyone could be seated, please.
Shouldn't we wait for Tide? Where's Tide?
Well, Tide took a turn for the worst. I've sent them off to Waterdeep, to the Hospice of St. Laupson.
What do you mean a turn? What does she mean? What do you mean, Talisker?
Tide has not been well, as you're aware, and they got worse.
But they'll be okay, right, Talisker? They're okay. They've just gone for healing and they'll be okay.
Yeah, he was sleeping. He'll be fine, right?
I have a cart outside. I suggest that you make your way to Waterdeep to be by their side.
What's happening?
Can I? I mean, my insight is terrible, but can I try and roll insight and see how, from Talisker's demeanour, I want to know how serious this.
Okay.
is.
Oh right. Yeah. So you're not wanting to see whether she's lying. You're wanting to see how serious it is.
Yeah, but basically, I want to know if it's worth, like, she's not telling us things because it's really bad. Is what
Okay. Okay. Yep. Roll insight.
I mean, this will be terrible. Yeah, it's a 4.
You can't really. She's hard. Talisker is hard to read at the best of times. She is very kind of stony faced. Like, it's rare that she shows any emotion at all, other than annoyance that you've seen on her face when you've done something to wind her up. She's just telling you what she's telling you. You can't really read any further into it.
Right, Endo don't know what's going on at all. Would he be able to tell by looking at Gideon and Tide? Gideon and Talisker, that this is something reminiscent of when someone was lost to the team? Would he be able to remember the way they're looking? Because he doesn't understand what's going on. He don't understand the words that's being
Yes,
used.
you can roll insight. You can try and roll insight.
He don't know what hospice is for a start. Well, we'll do when D&D Beyond. Oh, come on. My D&D Beyond's not working now.
Oh, well, that's good.
This is a joke.
This is boding well.
Okay, here we go. Insight. Where's insight? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Yep, so you've got the full endo eyes.
Full squinting endo eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking at Gideon and Talisker, are you? To try and Blaze,
yeah.
or
Blaze wasn't
Blaze
dead
just.
last boss, so he wouldn't.
Well, I'm just. Endo's just trying to read the room as to whether or not he needs to be worried.
Gideon, do you look worried?
I definitely look worried because Taliscar's not really told us anything other than Tide's unwell, and whether rightly or wrongly, Gideon thinks that Tide is her best friend. So,
right, yeah. Endo runs off as soon as he sees Gideon's face. He runs off to Tide's room. Which one's Tide's room?
This one is Tide's room.
Athletic clearing it out.
Yeah, Endo just like barges in.
Oh, hi, Endo.
What are you doing? What's happening in the room? Why are you messing with Tide's things?
I'm packing them up to send them to Waterdeep so that Tide has them when they wake up.
What do you mean when they wake up? But he was awake. What? And Endo's just looking around the room, and you can see that it's bare.
It's not necessarily bare. She's just packing up like some items of clothing.
His underwear, yeah, I get it.
You know, like personal items, like his like little pan pipe things that he has around his neck. She's kind of packing those away. So it's not bare. She's not cleaning the room out as if Tide's never coming back. She's just.
Oh.
Yes, it's. She's trying to find the things that she needs to.
Right.
So like,
okay.
Tide's tarot cards and things like. She's just packing up the things that Tide would normally have on them.
Yes, Endo just turns to her and he just says, "Don't forget his fish."
His fish?
Uh-huh.
She's looking around for a fish bowl. She's like, I don't...
It's like a little stone, and then when it goes into the water, it turns into a fish. It's magic.
Oh. Okay. If I see that, I'll definitely put that in the bag for them.
Okay. And Endo comes like back to Gideon and Talisker, and he's very confused and concerned.
Yeah, we need to go. Everybody, Blaze. Get your stuff together. Endo, we need to go. And Gideon,
yeah.
I'm gonna like stick two fingers in my mouth and like whistle, like you would for like a dog, so that our oozy good boy.
Oh my god, you are not taking the ooze. You are
I
not.
thought you meant
taking
oink fat. I imagined oink fat buzzing round a corner.
But Tide will really want to see Rubik's, and Tide really likes Rubik's too.
Think you should leave the thing here. It might cause a bit of a stir in the city.
Okay, but you're not gonna. You just let Rubik's chill in my room, and actually Rubik's is like a god ooze. That's what the wizard, sorcerer, magic person that we borrowed him from, was using him as a god ooze. So maybe Talisker actually it'd be really useful to stay here with you.
Yes,
yeah,
thank
you
you so much.
Melty, like that creature that melted things into non-existence. So if anyone broke in Talisker, he would just melt them and no one would find them.
Right. It can stay in your room. I have more to tell you. I have been in touch with the jailers who are holding your friend, Duramaya? And she says friend as if like with a question mark. Like,
yeah, and just crosses his arms. He's like,
Well, he's been sentenced to 2 years at Revel's End. He's doing hard labour. I am attempting to reduce that sentence, but I don't hold out much hope. Some of the families he stole from were quite powerful.
Well, he is where he belongs. He was a bad person, and he stole and he lied to Endo.
Yeah, I guess there's a lesson in that for all of us, right, Talisker? Right? Don't get caught.
But no, Gideon! No, don't do bad things.
Yeah, of course, Ando. It's just a joke, you know. It's just a joke.
Well, safe to say that you are at least one member down, potentially two, depending on what happens with Tide. So I put out an advertisement, and there are 2 new members waiting for you in the main room. And she gestures behind her where she would normally sit.
Wait, new peoples?
Yes.
Again.
I suggest you take them with you, get to know them. I'm sure they can find something to occupy their time in Waterdeep while you visit Tide.
Finally, the hazing could stop.
You're still new. You're just not as new.
Why is
Hey,
everybody new?
Well, it seems people don't last very well here. Except
Endo
you,
just
Endo.
stands there. Yeah, Endo just stands there looking at Talisker, just like,
And unfortunately, the pig. Anyway, I'm sure you want to get going. I've advised the cart driver to drive through the night to make sure that you'll get there in time.
Drove all night.
Okay. Who are these? That's a nice song, by the way, please. Who are these peoples? What? Are they nice peoples, Talisker?
I didn't really vet them based on their niceness. They both seem capable.
What did they do?
Perhaps you should ask them, Endo.
I don't want to talk to them, though, Talisker. I don't know them.
Well, how will you get to know them if you don't speak?
If you
They're
tell
ugly.
me what,
I've gone through it.
if you tell me who they are and what they do, then I'll know who they are and what they do.
Well, usually Gideon is so good at talking to people. Aren't you, Gideon? I'm sure you can make friends with them.
I can talk to them. I think I'm trying to work out if that was an insult or not.
yeah, totally. Proper backhanded one.
You can try and insight her.
This is why you don't need an insight check, and she just totally is.
I don't think I am mechanically capable of rolling high enough to beat any kind of deception that Talisker does, even if I roll a nat 20. Yeah, 9.
Yeah, that seems genuine. Seems.
Well, yes, maybe I should go and make our representations as a guild to them and see what they're like. And you know what Gideon's like. She's like standing up straight, kind of like rubbing down her clothes, kind of making herself look good. I think I'm going to take my, what's it called? The circlet that makes my eyes all black.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And put that on my head just to, fully look the part. And I'm so tempted to do my form of dread, but I don't think I'm going to. I think instead what I'm going to do is I've got my boots of spider climbing on. I think I'm going to go up to the wall here and like walk halfway up it and then start walking to do the bit in Labyrinth when he comes from underneath the ledge.
Yeah.
And, do that round the doorway.
Okay, great. So as you spider walk around the doorway, you are greeted with these two people. I will show you. There you go. And Dom, would you like to describe what they see? What is Aragon doing as Gideon spider walks away in?
Aragon just turns around, looks at Gideon, and goes, "Is the floor lava? I wasn't aware."
I think I will do my form of dread.
Oh.
Okay, yes, you have to describe that.
Yeah, so you would both see while I'm standing halfway up this wall. Basically, you can see a very skinny, pasty white goth like half elf, and I've got a big black cloak on, and I pull the hood up on my cloak, and it's like in a horror movie when the lights like go out and then you like flicker and you can like see something in the hood, and then like the lights kind of come back on, and I, instead of my face, I'm now just a skull, like a skeleton. You can probably see like one of my arms as well, which you would see like the bones of. And I'm just gonna look at this person who spoke to me and be like, well, I do like to make an entrance.
I can tell. I'm Aragon, and I'll stand up to my full height and be like, "I would shake your hand, but I don't want to break it."
How high's what's your full height?
He is. Let me just get it. He is 5'11", so he's not a short guy. He's got
Yes.
very unkempt brown hair, and he's a full elf actually. He's a wood elf, and yeah, he's just a slim build, and he's got light blue eyes, and he's got a slight smile on his face, seeing Gideon, or seeing someone on the wall at the moment, just not using the floor whatsoever.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Aragon, and you are. I'll gesture to the fiery dude here.
I'm Blaze.
Good to see somebody can use the floor.
Okay.
Yep.
And Gender, how are you reacting to this?
So as she walks in, Gender just sits there. He sort of can sense like performance, if you catch my drift. So he's not freaking out. He's not, because obviously he's gonna like understand when someone's putting something on in order to intimidate or whatever. So he's gonna stand up and hold his hand out straight away. Just like no second guess. It's just like, "Hello, I am Gender. I am a Warforged Bark. Pleased to meet you." And just stands there with his hand out, waiting.
Is that? Are you holding it out to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look cool, so I'm just gonna take your hand straight away and shake it.
Thank you.
Yeah, what are you, dude? I've not seen one of you before.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, look, elves, dime a dozen. Seen lots of them. Not seen many of you.
I am Warforged. I am built, designed to perform. That is my duty. That is my task.
What? Like singing?
Yes. Music, the arts, etc., etc.
place, pulls out his notebooks, and just starts taking little notes.
And Endo's like slowly like peering in. Like there's just his little top of his head and his eyes, and he's just peering in, and he sees all this going on, and he's just like, he turns back to Talisker, and he's just like doing that Homer Simpson thing with his hands again, twiddling his fingers. He's like,
I don't like new people, Talisker.
You
They
meet.
might be nice, but I don't know how to talk to them.
Oh my god. My little heart. I have to remember Talisker is mean.
yeah.
Endo, you meet new people every day out on your adventures. Just speak to them as you would speak to one of those new people. Just introduce yourself. Hold out your hand. That seems to be a thing humans do.
Oh, okay. What if they're not nice people, though?
I mean, then we will deal with them.
Okay.
Quick question: how loudly is this conversation going on? Is it able to be heard in the room we're in at the moment?
Endo would be trying to be discreet.
Talisker would not.
Incredible.
So Endo is maybe whispering his part, but
Yeah.
like Talisker is just responding at normal volume. So assuming
Right.
that, bear in mind that there would have been other conversations going on, like Gender would have been introducing themselves. So you might not have been able to catch every single thing that Talisker was saying, but you would have been able to pick up some of it.
Fair place.
Off you go, Endo.
Okay. Wish us luck.
Yes. She just stops. She doesn't actually wish you.
Yeah, Endo just like does a double take, and then he's like rolls his eyes a little bit, and he just walks in, and he's like stood behind Gideon, and he's just. It would look like he's imagine a little kid peering around his big sister. Only difference is it's the other way around.
I was going to say, Gideon's
he's
tiny.
ginormous, and he's got like 2 feet on her, and so he's like looking over her, and he's just like twiddling his hands. He's like,
Hello. My name's Endo.
Hello, Endo. I'm Aragon.
Oh, hello, Aragon. Oh, you've got pointy ears. Are you an elf?
I am.
Oh.
I like to spend time in the woods.
Okay. Do you steal?
I potentially may have a
Wait.
couple of times.
It's another Doramaya, Gideon.
It's all right. We'll just keep an eye on him. I don't like him already. I don't like him already, to be honest. He seems like a cocky little shit, and there's only space for one of those in Nameless.
Don't need to swear, but yeah, let's keep eyes on him.
and he just like squints at him a little bit. And he, forgive me, right? This is going to be really, really, really OC. This is going to be really, really rude, but not intentional. And that's it. Endo doesn't interact with anything else in the room because the people have been spoken to. He doesn't know. He didn't see fully what happened with Gideon and Gender, so he doesn't know that the other teammate is actually the automaton over there.
Well,
For what?
Gender. He's
Yeah.
gonna run towards you, hold his hand out, and be like, "Hello, Ender. I'm Gender. It is a pleasure to meet you."
Oh, Gideon, what's that? It's like a mannequin talking to me.
It's all right, Endo. You don't have to be afraid. I mean, look how cool his moustache is. Their moustaches. What are your pronouns, robot person?
I am Warforged. I have no pronouns.
What is it? I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, I mean,
it looks like a sort of armor that walks around and talks to people.
Yeah, we've seen, kind of seen. Didn't we fight some armor that was like?
Wait, is he bad?
No.
Oh, God.
No, I think Gender's gonna join us and be part of the team.
Gender, can I touch you?
Yes. He's literally just stood there with his hand like out, waiting his hand still because.
Yes. So
he's just like, hello.
Ender just starts prodding him a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, it's made out of metal, I think. Oh." And then he holds his hand and he shakes it, and he's like, "Oh, this is hello, Gender. I'm Endo."
Hello, Endo. Pleasure to meet you.
How do you talk? Is there somebody inside there?
No. There is no one in there. It is just me.
Yeah, he tilts his head. He's completely confused. Endo's mesmerized, but he's confused. He's just like, this is amazing.
Well, yeah. So Gender has no idea why he is the way. Like, how? Because you wouldn't instill that, into a creation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I haven't like he doesn't. He has no idea why he has consciousness. He just knows he is to perform.
Well, I like this one, Gideon. He seems funny.
Yeah. Great addition to the team. I say loudly, looking at Eric.
Oh! Are you still on the wall, Gideon?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm still on the wall. And also, I think, it's probably been, it's been like a minute, so my form of dread has faded. But I think that I am just going to surreptitiously reach into one of my pockets where I keep my spell components. And in that pocket, I've got a small little skeleton hand. I'm just going to grab it and within my pocket start doing the gestures for a spell. And right next to where Aragon is, I'm going a big skeletal hand is going to erupt out of the ground and try and grab him.
Amazing.
What do I need to avoid it?
You need to roll. I think it's a strength save.
Why would it be Dex? Honestly.
Is it rolled? Lou?
I've not seen it yet.
Nothing's
That
come
is
up on
taking a
D&D
long
Beyond
time.
yet.
Right.
Yeah, we're getting to that. We're getting to that, Ross. I was waiting for the roll to come through, but it seems to be taking a very long time. So, as this chaos is going on in the room, Talisker kind of she was trying to make her way past Endo, but he was blocking the door for the longest time. As soon as he kind of moved forward, she kind of scurried past him, did as wide a berth of oink fat as she possibly could, and went and sat down at her desk. And kind of has been just doing what she always does. She always seems to be writing something. She's you never can tell really what she's writing, but she's always writing. As soon as this hand erupts, then she kind of slams down the quill that she's writing with and kind of bangs her fist on the desk as well. She's like, "Enough, Gideon."
I didn't do anything, Talisker. I mean, he should really just watch out for the floor. That's,
Oh, yes, all the time in here. There are skeletal hands just bursting out of the floor. Do not take me for a fool. Enough.
I mean, it's more common than you think, and I'm just gonna like make my mage hand appear on the other side of the room and wave at her.
Oh, good
She
God.
kind of looks at it and then glares at you, and it is the look, the look that like a parent gives you when you are in serious trouble. She's kind of giving you that stare, and she's like, I said enough.
Fine. I think the hand just squeezes you a little bit, Aragon, and then disappears. And the mage hand as well.
Blaze would have just been doing produce flame in his hand to entertain himself because he's over the introductions. Turned around to Talisker and gone, so these two are replacing Tide and Jeremiah?
Well, they're definitely replacing Duramiah for the next 2 years, and I'm not sure about Tide. You may just have a new member, an extra member.
I mean, look, you don't have to lie. Tide's wasn't looking good, is that, isn't he?
Tide has been sent to get round-the-clock care. I suggest you hurry to get there as soon as you can.
Hey, Bolts, do you sleep? Bolts.
Call me Bolts.
Yeah. Do you sleep?
I rest. The sleep is not something I can do.
Interesting.
While you're doing that, Endo's testing things. So he's got his spoon out and he's tapping him
Oh my god.
to see what sound it makes.
Ting, ting, ting.
And he's talking to it's Tathras, isn't it? Yep.
Tathra, yeah, it's Tathra. Poor
Yeah, he
Tathra.
turns to Tathra and he's just like, look what we got. Look at this. I don't know if it's a people's or not, but look at it. It's very weird.
It's a new potato pillow.
Endo just looks at Blaze through his little eyes. He's like, no.
I don't think you. Hello, and like Tathra kind of like reaches out her child hand at Gender. It's like, hi, I'm Tathra. No one remembers my name, but that is it. It's Tathra.
There's nobody in there,
Tathra,
Tathra.
that's who you are.
Hello, Tathra. I am Gender. Pleased to meet you. And holds his hand up.
It's pleased to meet you too.
There's nobody in there, though, Tathra.
Well, there's nobody in you, Endo. What do you mean?
No, the
Was.
Solero's gone now.
No, I mean, Gender's just alive, like you're alive.
There's
There's
an
nobody
Endo inside you.
What? There's no Endo inside. No, there's a Gender inside Gender. Like there's an Endo inside you.
No, I just am Endo. I'm
Okay,
confused.
and they just are Gender.
Again, he just looks at her a bit funny and then taps Gender with the spoon. He's like, ting, ting, ting. I don't make that noise.
As
Every-
what's going on, Aragon's heading towards the door, just like, I can see that somebody needs to get this lot under control. And
You guy thinks he's a leader already.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well,
What do you bring to the party, new boy? I mean, we know Bolts over here can sing, but we just know your name so far.
my skills will show themselves in combat. Not really.
But with
much
arms like that, it's not
talker.
for fighting, that's for sure.
Look, I'm not one to like persuade people with words. I'm more of a fighter than a fighter and climber than a than a talker or a singer.
I guess that remains to be seen.
Wait, what do you mean, Blaze? Does this thing sing? Tink, tink, tink. Sorry, I apologize. Gender. His name is Gender. Does Gender, do you sing? Sorry, I should just ask you, I think.
Yes, and play the lute.
You can play musical instruments.
Yes.
Endo can't do that. Would you teach me?
I can.
Ooh, yay! Endo likes learning new things.
Nice.
Oh, anyway, yeah, I think the Aragon person is right. Sorry, Talaskar. I think tide's more important than saying hello to you new people. Sorry.
Gives his room if he doesn't make it.
Please.
Hey, just look. It's bigger than mine, and I'm bigger than him. So.
What does he mean if he does not make it? Come on, let's go.
Oh, Endo, here's his things. You might want to take Tide's things to them.
Okay, I will carry them. Thank you.
Okay, well, I hope that Tide's gonna be okay, because they were always really nice to me and they remembered my name.
I'm just gonna call you Little T.
No, please, because that makes it sound like my name's Talaskar.
Oh, yeah, you're a little bit nicer than Talaskar. Look, I only forget your name because Endo gets hit in the head a lot, and I meet lots of people, and all the names just get blended together. Sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't even know my name half the time. I wouldn't take it personally.
Who said that? Oh,
See?
Yeah, you should maybe get going. It's like I don't know what Talaskar's told you, Gideon, but Tide really didn't look well.
I think for the first time since since these shenanigans in this room have been going on, I think I suddenly look quite serious and I'm going to step down off the wall. I'm going to be like, yeah, we'll go and make sure they're okay.
Okay, well, give them a hug from me.
Yeah, I will. Stay safe. You can play with Rubik's while we're gone, if you like.
The slimy dog thing.
Not slimy, it's oozy. Different, somehow.
Sure. Can I keep Oink Fat?
Well, I mean, Oinkfat kind of missed out on the last adventure, so I think he might quite like to come. I mean, I could ask him. Shall I ask him?
She goes over and puts her arms around Oink Fat's neck, like hugging Oink Fat, and Oink Fat kind of nuzzles in.
Everybody else in the room, you kind of see like shadows gather around like Gideon's mouth and almost form like a kind of pig snout almost that you can kind of half see in the shadows. So I'm going to do my invocation of speak with animals.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lynn.
It's fine.
I'm gonna be like, in fact, do you want to come with us or do you want to stay here with Tathra?
Well, actually, I'm quite happy to stay here. I think it's very comfortable, and I'm not too pleased about sharing the room with the oozy thing now, if I'm brutally honest with you.
Oh, well, maybe when Tide comes back, Rubik's could maybe stay with Tide for a little while, because I think Tide really liked him too.
Well, yes, that seems fair. I'm just voicing my opinion, and, you know, it'd be nice if you'd listen to me.
Oh, I take your opinions very seriously, Oink Fat. You're the most important pig in my life.
He kind of, like, like just like makes himself look a bit taller, like he's kind of like loving the compliment. It's like, well, yes, of course, yes. Well, enjoy and don't die.
Oh, I won't. Maybe. Sure you don't? I mean, you did miss out on the last adventure. I thought maybe, I thought maybe you enjoyed the adventuring life, but I realise now I couldn't really ask you that before, so maybe you didn't, and you'd rather just be here.
Here I get regular food and scratches from Tathra. And he kind of like leans in a little bit, and she kind of scratches his head. Like, she didn't know that he said scratches, obviously, but she's just
yeah. That kind of tracks, actually. That kind of makes sense. Well, I mean, you can stay here as long as you want. Just I'm gonna like lean in a bit as though anybody can understand what on earth I'm saying, and be like, just as long as those the special help you give me still kind of works while you're here.
Oh yes, of course, always. As long as you don't do anything wrong by me, of course.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I would never leave that. Of course.
We're the best of friends, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Have fun with Tathra.
Oh yes, I quite enjoy her company.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you in a little while, I guess. Love you. Bye. I'm gonna head towards the door.
Yeah. Okay. So Tathra and Oinkfat kind of head off into the kitchen, and you can kind of hear Tathra. It sounds like she's feeding Oinkfat. As you guys head towards the door, you would see that there is a cart there with the familiar looking cart driver who looks fuming. Before you've even got on the cart, he looks furious.
Yeah,
Going our way?
I'm not leading anybody out of this room. I'm behind everyone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight up to him with a big, like, shit-eating grin. And I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, we missed you so much. I bet you missed us too."
Get on, just get on, get on the cart. He's kind of like, he looks just done with life. I've been told that I've got to drive through the night. No sleep for me, just to get you to your cat friend.
Well, I mean, I guess the good thing from your perspective is that, like, Tide's quite chatty and they're not here right now, so at least it'll be quiet through the night.
It kind of perks up a little bit when you say that, and it's like, really? So you're not going to talk to me at all?
Well, it wasn't really me last time. I feel like last time you took us somewhere, I was, like, brooding in the back, so...
Fantastic. Everybody on board. And, like, he like, whips at the horses before even checking that everybody is on board, and kind of starts trotting his way out of town. He is paying no attention to anything that anybody is doing. Like, if people try and speak to him, you just get kind of grunts in response as he kind of leads you out of Daggerford and up onto the main road that would take you up towards Waterdeep. The journey is it's a pretty well trodden road, so it's okay. It starts kind of getting dark, and as it gets dark, there are less and less carts around, and anybody who is not sleeping, because you can sleep in the cart if you chose to, though anybody who is not sleeping would notice that Grumpy has, which is now just his name, Grumpy has slowed the cart down and seems to be kind of tilting his head and trying hard to listen to something. Is anybody not sleeping?
Blaze is not
Endo.
cold as a slate.
To approach him as close as I can away from behind his seat and go, "What are you listening out for?"
Shh, 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 shh. Can you hear? I'm sure I can hear growling. Can you hear growling? Is it your friend over there? And he looks kind of towards Blaze, who's kind of like head tilted back a little bit, snoring ever so slightly.
Would I? I mean, yeah, he is asleep. It looks like.
What's your passive perception?
18.
Okay, so yes, he is. Like, Blaze is making noises as he's asleep. But when you kind of like try and tune those out and listen to like the forest and stuff that's around you, you can hear what sounds like growling and like the trees and stuff on either side of the road start kind of moving slightly.
No, it's not him. There's something near the woods on both sides.
And Grumpy kind of like nods and he's like, yeah, I can definitely hear something. It might be worth waking your friends.
I'll try my best. And I head back in to the room, and who is actually awake?
Endo.
Gender's awake.
Endo, gender. We need the others awake to get to protect this cart, because there's beings either side of the road.
As soon as you say that, Endo just goes, "Everybody wake up!" and he just kicks Blaze. Say, "Blaze, bad things!"
Blaze sort of sat bolt upright with his arms swinging around trying to grab whatever like kicked him or punched him. It's just like, what? Just reflex just to try to swing out to grab whatever it is.
Amazing. Endo can't sleep because he's too worried about Tide.
Yeah, so you kind of wake everybody up. As you do, Grumpy has like slowed the cart.
It's more like Gandalf.
Yay, we've got a wizard.
Slowed the cart right down, and the horses are starting to kind of like complain and kind of go up on their hind legs. And he's like, "There's definitely something there. There's definitely something there." And as he says that, the trees on either side, like the kind of low bushes and things at the side of the road, part, and you are faced with wolves. I'm going to be in turn order.
Bloody wolves.
Hey,
big
new
wolves.
rugs.
Bloody big wolves.
Looks like we're gonna get new rugs. Or bed sheet.
Oh,
all of the
not a
wolves
good start.
kill you.
Early Blaze was still asleep.
Endo is troubled by thoughts of Tide.
One second, sorry. Just need to open something up because I had to reload Roll20 and it screwed me over. Okay, is that everybody? Yes. Yes. Grumpy's not involved in your fight, is a coward.
I don't
have gender on there. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, gender's
my
gone.
screen's gone black. Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, Roll20 is just not
Roll20 is
having
not
a good
having
time.
a good day
Yeah,
today.
it's not feeling it today, is it? There we go.
Add turn. Gender. What did you
So I rolled
get?
23,
23. Nice.
but I didn't have my token selected because I'm.
It's alright. No, it's cool.
Mate, that is the one thing I always forget.
It's fine. It's fine. Easy to add. Okay, so Gender, you are up first as these wolves kind of make their way out of the woods and kind of start.
Sorry.
I thought you had a cold.
Wolves as well, by the way.
I'm muting.
You have got vision, haven't you? You don't have night vision.
No, I don't have night vision. Damn it. So
I can't see anything either.
yeah, I'm literally just gonna. I'm gonna give Endo Bardic inspiration because he's the big boy.
Nice.
So that's that. And then.
So you like singing to him to give him inspiration?
Yeah. I'm just like I'm trying to think of something. like Go Johnny Go.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like go and go.
I like it.
And then you go there. And then like plucking the old El Lute. No, that'll be because I can't see anything. There's no point in walking forward.
Okay. So what is your bardic inspiration dice just for Endo?
1d8.
2d8. Oh, 1d8.
1d8.
Ew, jeez, be nice.
Okay. Gideon.
So given that I've got like 120 feet of dark vision, so I would definitely be able to see them, right? So I am on this. This one, I'm going to, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to give it a disadvantage on strength checks. In case Endo wants to grapple it.
Okay, I love that you're forward planning that there. So disadvantage on strength. Okay, yep.
And then, boom, Eldritch Blast.
At the same one?
At the same one.
Yep.
Yeah. Terrible rolls.
13 hits.
Oh, does it?
For the 1 damage, yeah.
Well, yeah. But they also both get an extra d6 for Hex. So
okay.
Let me just roll that. 1.
Oh, wow.
2. An incredible amount of damage from Gideon there.
Yeah. Normally Gideon's like pretty impressive there, but that was maybe you're just warming up. You've just woken up. You're a bit bleary-eyed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so you kind of hit, but doesn't really seem to be doing much damage at all. And then it is my turn.
Can I just? I'm gonna like try and just to say I'm gonna try and like hunker down in the cart to try and like hide a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it is an open cart, but you can try and hide down the sides of it. Oh, I just squashed mine.
Yeah.
So the wolf kind of comes up and he's like right up at the because the height of these wolves, they are literally able to kind of bite into the cart. This one's gonna run down to see if they can all reach. These 3 can reach. Still gonna make their way down. Don't do it.
Make them up.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okie dokie. So we are gonna have a bite at Grumpy, a bite at Aragon, and a bite at Gender. So let's have a look here. Come on, GM. No, because it turned it off. Right, so I've got a 17 to hit Gender.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. That is. It's 5 piercing damage.
Cringe.
And 18 to hit Grumpy. That does hit him. He is going to take a fair chunk as it rips into Grumpy's arm as he's kind of trying to still wrestle with the reins and kind of keep hold of the horse, and it kind of just bites into his arm and he screams out. And then Aragon, we have got a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, as one kind of like jumps up and tries to snap at you, but you were kind of a bit more awake and more agile, and you managed to kind of just duck out of the way of it. And it's over to you.
I'm going to retaliate with a short sword straight into. As it jumps, I'm going to be reacting back to it and giving it a good old slash as it passes.
Yep, that's a hit.
A 13 to hit.
Yep.
For 9 slashing and 17 sneak.
Nice. Yeah, the wolf kind of lets out like a loud whimper as you kind of slash across it.
And as a bonus action, I am going to try and hide inside the cart.
Okay, yeah, roll stealth for me.
A 19?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you managed to kind of like, you kind of slash at it, and then as it's kind of like looking away and kind of like looking down at the wound that you've just caused, you kind of duck and like smush yourself down as much as you possibly could behind the kind of side of the cart to manage to hide yourself away. Okay, Endo.
Yeah, seeing that Endo's surrounded on one side by teammates, he's going to go to the side of Gender and he's going to step in the way, hopefully. He's immediately going to initiate his implacable stance. So he's going to go into his little sumo pose, slap his little legs and get battle-hardened. And then he's going to charge at the nearest one to him that's directly next to Gender.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to go in with an attempt of a grapple, but first I'm going to try and hit him because I'm going to use my crushing grapple,
Mm-hmm.
which requires an attack and then a strength check if successful.
Nice, a crit. Roll damage. What's your damage?
1d6 plus 6.
So 12 straight up. And then
Plus the damage.
nice. Yep. And then you're trying to grapple, yeah?
Just give me a second. I just have to quickly click to the other page.
Yeah, no
Where
worries.
is it? Trying to find it, and I've lost it because I'm simple. Oh, wait, there it is. Yeah, when you hit a creature, I can immediately attempt to get a free grapple. I just need a strength check.
Yep, okay. And it's disadvantaged because it was the one that is hexed. So yeah, okay. Wow, pulling out the nat 20s here. Okay, yeah. He's now grappled.
I feel like it's a case of Endo's dealt with big animals before with the team, so he's used to it, so...
Wow.
Don't tempt me. Yeah, and obviously he wants to get to Tide, so he's fueled with like... I would say that's probably why he's switched on. It's just like he wants to get where he needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
So... with my 6 seconds of communication, I would just turn to Gender and go, "Don't worry, Gender. Stay behind me. They won't be able to move me."
Okay.
And that's it.
That's everything, yeah? Okay, Blaze.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's get the show on the road. I would like to rage.
Yep.
Taking on my tail one.
Okay.
The tail.
Yep.
Yep. Would it be possible? I want to check this out. I would like to sort of where I am leap from the cart using my my glaive as sort of the leveraging tool, sort of jam it into this one's back to sort of like a pole vault myself over it. Like jamming my sort of jump up towards it, jam my blade into it, and then use it to sort of pole vault myself past him.
Oh, to like land behind him.
Yeah, to then sort of land behind it, and have that be my first attack, and I'll do that attack recklessly to increase my chances of it working.
Okay, yeah.
And you'll get your sneak attack if you're doing it reckless because you got advantage.
Yeah. And all of everything that just got said. So, do I need to add anything else to this attack roll because it's sounding fancy, or?
I would say roll me an acrobatics to see how well you.
Correct option.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go on then. Just roll your attack.
Yeah.
It comes off flawlessly.
And I'll do it again because I was.
Yep, you've got advantage.
Yep, so it could be better, but it won't be.
Okay.
So.
Yep. So it's still a hit. You get your sneak attack as well.
Lands me behind him. And then I'll spin around and try to like swipe the back of his legs with my second blow. Sort of hit the ground, roll a bit, spin back around, and slash at him.
Yeah, don't forget to roll your sneak attack though first.
Oh, it's all right. Which is how many? I'm supposed to just. Where's my sneak attack? 1d6.
Okay, and then your next attack.
My next glaive. 22.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, yeah.
And that
impressive.
Is moi.
That was impressive. Just flung yourself out there. This wolf doesn't know what's going on now. You've suddenly landed behind it and attacked it again, and it's kind of howling and like flailing around a little bit. And we're back round to gender.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna vicious mockery the wolf that Endo's grappling with.
Yep.
And that'll be it. Yeah. So he just sort of says to Endo, "Don't worry, I will help." And then he looks at the wolf menacingly. His eyes start to slightly have an amberish hue around the edges, and he says, "I've seen cats with bigger teeth and claws than you, tiny pupper." And then,
it failed, so
that
it got a 6. So that's nice. That's 5.
Got him.
Yep, got him. It kind of whimpers a little and like kind of tilts its head.
I know a druid that makes a bigger cat. You know what I mean?
Meow.
Meow.
Okay. Is that everything?
That's it. I'm going to move slightly behind and like slightly away.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm delicate.
Gideon. Oh, you've disappeared again.
Oh yeah.
It's my key bindings for my mute on Discord.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just pop you back.
But
there we go.
I need to click off before I mute. Yeah, no worries.
Okay, Gideon.
Okay, so I am going to. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to cast Chaos Bolt as a bonus action.
Okay.
So using Quicken Spell. I'm going to do it at the one that I hexed.
Yep, so this one over here.
Yeah, the Endo's grabbed onto.
Yep, that's a hit. Okay.
Oh, yes. I rolled the same on the damage dice, so it jumps and I can do the attack again at
Okay.
one of the others. So I'm going to send it over to this one that's next to Grumpy.
Yep.
Let me just roll the hex damage because I'll forget if I don't.
Yep.
So that would okay. So that did that,
Another
and
2.
then
Yep.
and then this is the one. This is my chaos bolt now. Jumping to. Probably not with an 11.
No, that's a miss, unfortunately.
No. Okay. And then so that was my bonus action, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one that is hexed.
Okay.
That Endo is holding on to.
Yep.
So first one plus hex. They're better damage rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Not the second one, but the first one hits. This one is looking ropey as hell now. It's kind of like almost limp in Endo's arms as he's kind of got hold of it. It's not able to really hold itself up anymore.
Okay, I'm going to shout, finish it off, Endo, and then I'm going to duck back down again in the cart.
Okay. Okay. The wolf is gonna. This one is gonna run up to here. This one is gonna run down to here. Okay, so we're gonna have a whole load of bites incoming. So first up, Endo, it's gonna attempt to bite you. That is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that's a nope.
Okay. You're going to have 2 bites on Blaze potentially here. You've got an 18 to hit and a nat 1. So I'm assuming that the nat 1 misses, but the 18 hits.
Nat 1 definitely misses. For the 18, I will use my reaction for my tail.
Yep.
So let's see. Where is it? What do I? 1 d8. Woohoo! So subtract 8 from that. Age at what? 10.
For what are we subtracting it from? To hit or damage?
From your attack. Yeah, from your attack.
Oh, so you want the damage? Hang on, I hadn't rolled the damage yet. So the damage was.
Actually, no, sorry, it goes to my AC and puts it
Oh,
up.
to your AC. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it puts up to my AC. So it puts my AC up to 22.
So, it's a miss. Misses. Yep, okay, cool.
I sort of like swipe my tail in his face and...
Yeah, okay. One is going to attack Grumpy because it can't see Aragon because he ducked out the way. So 5, that's a miss. And then one's going to kind of jump up, like front paws up onto the cart and then be biting in at Gideon. For for a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that is 5 piercing damage as it kind of bites in and just connects with your shoulder, because it's at an awkward angle. It can't like fully rip into you. And we are back round to Aragon.
I am going to jump out of the cart over to here.
Okay.
And as I do so, I am going to slash down at this one who I attacked earlier.
Yep.
Let's see. Don't fail me now. For a 22 to hit.
Yep.
With 9 more piercing and 17 more sneak.
Okay.
How's he looking at the moment?
He is looking pretty ropey, but is still standing.
Then I will pull a dagger out of my belt and jam it in his eye. for my second attack, which is a 27 to hit. Well,
Yep.
okay. Just a flat D4 here, so just 3 damage.
Yeah. Okay. He is still standing, but he's kind of like limping a little bit and like wincing at where the dagger has just stabbed into him. Anything else? You're ending your turn. Okay. Endo, you are still grabbing hold of this slightly limp wolf.
I mean, he's got it in a headlock, and he's not a cruel person, so he can see that it's took some damage. Also, he can see that animals basically act on instinct, so he's just going to try and break its neck so it's quick and clean.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay. I thought you were gonna go. So he's gonna let go of it, and he's gonna. And you're like, no.
No. He's just gonna make it quick. That's all.
Okay.
Or potentially try. So he's going in for his first attack.
Yep. Yeah, that's a hit. These rolls.
Yeah, Endo's focused.
Yep.
And then his second.
Just
Which
imagine him
is
just like twisting its head. It's just like. That's a miss.
And then he only I normally get 4, but I don't get 4 because I'm grappling.
Mm-hmm.
I've only got 1 more left, which is the bonus because I'm grappling.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So are you just twisting it? What?
No, I feel like Endo's somehow, probably because of all the damage that's been done to it from Gideon and everybody else around, insults as well. I feel like Endo's managed to get his arm around the neck from the back. So it's almost like he's holding this creature in a headlock, but the creature's still partially stood up, but Endo's pulled its head and neck down, and each time he's tried to hit it, he's just been trying to pull its head back upwards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To snap.
Yeah.
And then on the final one, it's just snapped.
Okay, yeah.
And
snapped.
I imagine
falls
it's
down.
probably just let out a little poor yelp as he just went, click, you know. And then Endo doesn't really care about Grumpy, and
poor Grumpy, loyal Grumpy.
Not in a nasty way, but in a way of Endo's lost a lot of people, and all he cares about at the moment is getting a tide. Grumpy is not one of his people. Grumpy is a taxi driver. Anybody can use the reins, so he's going to run towards Gideon and attack the one in front of her with his last attack because he's not grappling, so I can do my last attack. And if this works, oh god, please!
That's a hit.
Yes, once per turn, if you hit something, you can use a strength attack to try and grapple. So I'm going to try and grapple this one too.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, this one does not have disadvantage because it is not hexed. So roll your strength.
It's going to have disadvantage.
Ugh, doesn't matter anyway. Yep, you grapple it. God's sake.
And he's just going to turn to Gideon and go, I've got this one, Gideon! Step back!
Okay. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Okay. Blaze.
Quick question back to the last round. Did both wolves attack at me, or was it just one that attacked?
Both attempted to attack, but neither of them hit.
Okay, because then they both should have had advantage because I'd recklessly attacked. So they should have probably had another roll each.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, it's okay.
So I recklessly attacked on my first go.
Yeah, it's okay. Go.
Okay. Then the one that I attacked the first time, again, gonna come in and try to take its legs out again from the back. Big swinging slash.
Oh my god. Okay, what's your max damage?
My max damage is 1d10 plus 2.
So 14 because of your rage as well. And then... stop. Okay, yep.
And keep coming back, sort of hit it round, keeps using momentum to swing around, spin it over my head, and try to like bring it down across its back.
Okay.
18.
Yep, so this one is looking ropey as hell, but it is still standing as it's kind of howling and like almost screaming from the slashes that you've given it.
Yeah. And as my sort of bonus action, can't really do much, so I'm just going to turn and like snarl at the other one that's in my face. Try to intimidate it.
Okay. Do you want to roll intimidation?
Sure.
To see how it... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Gender.
Yeah, what? So, the size of these is strange. So that's got to hit him. God damn it. I had a very good plan. But it won't work.
OC, if anything's going to hit Endo, don't worry about it. Just
It's not you.
It's Grumpy. It's Grumpy.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Oh, if anything's going to hit Endo or Grumpy, just don't worry about it.
Hey! Poor Grumpy!
All right.
Blaze can steer.
Fair enough. I'm gonna do a vicious mockery again on the one that Blaze has just bopped.
This one?
Bobbly booped. Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Where's the take? There it is. Insults on dogs. How do you do it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know. These poor puppers.
I know.
You're a bad boy?
No, bark like a kitten.
You're inbred?
I've already done the cat thing. The inbred thing is probably true.
I call Taka a half dog because he's a dwarf.
Oh god. Your sister would make a better alpha than you.
Oh.
That's all I've got. It's
Nice.
terrible. I don't want to insult puppets, man.
I know. Yeah, it failed its save, so yeah, takes that damage as it kind of winces and it's already all cut up and things, and it's now like wincing and cowering a little.
Emotionally hurt. I win.
Anything else?
That's it. I'm done. I'm just gonna keep out of shit at these dogs.
Okay, Gideon.
I am going to try and touch this one that Endo is grappling and do shocking grasp.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, as my bonus action, could I say that I moved my hex to it before I did that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. So it's got disadvantage on strength now for what it's worth, and that will do 1 big extra point of damage.
Oh, that was it. You could finish it up now. You
Because yeah, so it can't take reactions now.
Yep.
Because I shocking grasped it, so I'm going to run away.
Okay, that's
Excellent.
fair. That is fair.
I'm gonna. Is it like these 3 squares? So like, is that how we started off in these like? That's as wide as the cart is?
Yeah. So it's like 3 wide.
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna go there.
Okay. Is
That's me.
Everything? Yep. Cool.
Yep.
Right. So, we have got 2 attacks at Blaze. Both of them miss. We've got an 11 and a nat 1. That's great. This one here is going to attack Aragon with a 10.
That's a miss.
And the one that Endo has got a hold of is going to try and bite with an 8. That is a miss all round. Yay! Great.
Professionals.
Aragon.
I am going to, seeing that he's nicely wounded now, I'm going to, finish him off.
Mm-hmm.
So, an economic thrust with a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 7 plus 11 is 18 damage.
Yeah, it's still standing, but absolutely barely.
And seeing that, I will pull the dagger back out and thrust it again, just making the wound a little bit bigger.
Yep.
And for a flat D4, which is the best of all.
Hold on.
1 damage.
It's still standing. Barely standing. It's like it can barely hold its weight up. It's almost kind of laid on the floor. Just kind of moving its head slightly as if it's going to attempt to bite you again.
And I will end my turn there.
Okay. Endo.
Yeah, Endo's going to just stick with what works. He's just going to try and use his chonk to pull this poor creature's head and upper body down, and then start trying to pull its chin up and break its little puppy neck.
That one's a miss.
And then this second.
That's a hit.
And his only last because he's grappling.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
Nice, yeah. So this one, it's not quite as injured as the other one was when you got hold of it. So it's kind of, you're like pulling back on its head, but it's kind of resisting you, and kind of trying to like wiggle and claw with its front paws to try and get you off it. It's still fighting.
Yeah, with my 6 seconds of communication, Ento's just going to be talking to it. He's just going to be going, shh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, shh.
Oh, God. Okay. Right.
I don't want to hurt animals. It's just self-defense.
Okay. On to Blaze.
Alrighty, quick technical question. Because my tail can also be used as a weapon, but it's not really like a second-hand fighting. I couldn't use that as like my bonus action attack, could I?
No, I think it is just it's an action attack, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Just check it. I really need to change my weapon at some point in the future. If it ain't broke, I don't change it. Coming in, try to bring my glaive down across this again. Just try to like splinter it along its back. Just try to almost splice it in two down the middle.
Yeah. Nice. Yep.
Guessing it's still alive.
Oh, it's still alive. Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, I will repeat said action. Nope. I guess it was stuck in its back.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not able to like slice into it as much as you were anticipating, and the wolf is kind of flailing around, and you just can't get a good hit on it for the second time.
Yeah, and I'll try to intimidate the other wolf again.
Okie dokie, yeah. Roll intimidation.
Oh, getting less intimidating.
Okay. Which is, being that you're trying to cleave its friend in two, you'd think that would be more intimidating, but okay. Right, is that everything?
Yeah.
Gender.
I'm gonna help Blaze again.
Okay.
With another cheeky bit of the old insulty shit.
Yeah.
He's just going to look deadly at the old wolfy boy and tell it softly that your only purpose in life is a rug on my floor. I thought about this one.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it whimpers again and kind of like almost drops to the floor. It's still breathing and still kind of moving around a little, but that hurt it. That hurt it deep, man.
That's it. That's all I'm doing. There's no need to move.
Okay. Gideon.
So these two that look like they're about an inch from death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go. What is going on? Can we just hit these things? And push both my hands forward, and I'm gonna throw an eldritch blast at like one at each of them.
Yep.
So I'll say the first one that I roll is for this one.
Yep.
Second one's for that one.
Yep. It's still standing.
Oh, for God's sake.
This one isn't though. This one you finish off. That one had 1 HP.
Oh god.
I should have gone that one.
If your rolls had been the other way around, you would have finished them both off. If you did hit this one with your first one and then that one with your second.
And then I'm going to be like, somebody else finish that one.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to have 2 bites at Blaze again. Not that they ever hit. A 4 and a 13.
Both miss.
Okay, 1 at Endo with a 16.
Meets it, beats it. So yeah, I've got 16.
Okay. And it's going to do 13 piercing damage.
Well,
as you've trying to like pull its head back, it kind of wrestles its head like to one side and bites into your shoulder. So it's kind of like latched on in your shoulder. Aragon.
Having seen the wolf I'm fighting just die to a magical bolt, I am going to Misty Step as a bonus action. Do it 30 feet, so that's to there, so that's another 3 to there. So I'm going to appear up the road over here.
Mm-hmm.
And turn around and fire an arrow at the one that Endo is holding at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Nice.
For 13 piercing and 9 sneak.
Yep.
And I will end my turn there.
Okay. Endo.
Yeah, Endo's gonna just, upon being bit, he's going to be a little bit annoyed, a bit angry. You know, he was telling this creature to shush and he was saying sorry, and well, now he's not sorry, so yeah, he's going to go and try and rip its whole head clean off.
Okay.
Like you do.
Yep. Nice. Max damage is
1d6 plus 6.
so 12, and then roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you do? Do you want to rip his
He's
head off?
literally, he's got his right arm around the back of the neck, He's holding on to the bottom part of his jaw with his right hand after it's wrapped round, and then his left hand is holding on to his nose and the top part. And he's literally just going to rip backwards as if he's going to break its neck, but actually try and pull the whole head clean off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. On that 20, you rip
Clean
off
off.
its head, clean off the body. The body drops down and you're just left holding the top and bottom jaw of this wolf.
Yeah, he just looks at it and he's like, I said I'm sorry, and just puts it down and then steps over to here to make sure nothing can come towards Agenda and Gideon. And that's it.
Okay. And Blaze.
I will be like, why won't you die? And swing at it again.
Okay.
Just hacking away piece by piece. It's like, blah, blah, blah. 3, 2, 1, drop you mangy thing.
How do you want to finish it?
Yes. Well, was it facing me or away? Which way was it facing?
It was facing you. It was facing you because it had tried to bite you a couple of times.
Yeah. I was big swing gesture and just clean up the head straight off, swiping across, and the head just goes like bobbles up and lands in the cart behind Grumpy.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And continue with that momentum, keep spinning around, and then just try to ram it straight into the mouth of the other one that's probably snarling at me.
Yep.
Yeah. 19.
Okay. Yeah, that is 10 damage. Yep.
And yeah, because the mage haven't really got any other things I can do with my 200 weapons, so I will finish there.
Okay. Gender.
Yes. I was just making sure my keyboard weren't being terrible.
Okay.
Before I mess it up again. Just one left, isn't there? Okay. So, I'm going to give Blaze Bardic's Inspiration.
Thank you.
So, we can get some big things. And he's just going to play a little G. Because I'm strapped for words. And then I'm going to move. No, wrong bloody thing. Move a little bit over here. And then that'll be me done.
Okay. Gideon.
I am going to step to here.
Yeah.
I'm going to clap my hands together and go, nope. And I'm going to misty step to here. And I'm going to say, you're not fucking special. And then I'm going to throw an Eldritch Blast at this the remaining wolf.
Okay. Jesus. Yeah, okay, that's a hit. Yep. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. This wolf is going to... He is going to... run, is what he's going to do. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. To there. Yes, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Back of his leg, make him limp away.
That is a miss.
Probably missed.
Yeah, just by 1. Yeah, so it is going to run. Aragon.
Bardic Inspiration.
Turn to Gideon and go, you're not the only one who can speak with animals. And I will call after the wolf. I'm going to use speech with animals. Call after the wolf. That's it. Tell your alpha to run away like the beta he is.
Okay.
And then I am going to head back to the cart. 15, 20, 20, 35 to there. And
Do I
then...
get an attack of opportunity?
No, you do not.
Oh, Dom.
And then I will basically be trying to jump into the cart next turn, but I'll let Emma turn there.
Yep. Okay. Endo.
Well, it wandered off. Endo don't need to run after it, into a direction that you can't actually see. That's his weakness there, unfortunately. If it's in front of him, he can kill it. So Endo will just call out every 6 seconds. Like, I can't see where it went. I'll stay with the cats and the other people in case it comes back.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep. Blaze.
Gives chase. And I was on the wrong die token. Gives chase and can get to, well, he can get all the way up to it, but he's holding back to 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as he's running, big swiping attack again. Blade, combo. 16.
Yep.
And 10.
Oh,
misses.
that is a miss. Yeah. Okay. Is that everything?
I've got a little bit more movement, so I will get out of the spellcaster's range. Way. Side.
Solid choice. Okay.
Yes.
Gender.
It's too far for me to see.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk running around when either there could be more or thing. So I'm just gonna chill out in the cart.
Okay.
And, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Gideon.
I'm going to throw firebolts
Fair.
after.
Good job, we got you in.
Indeed.
Nice. Yeah, that hits, and the wolf kind of lets out a howl of pain as its fur is all singed. It's looking ropey, but it is still standing.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, I forgot to move my hex again.
Do you want to do that? Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do that. Yeah.
Sorry, and then I'll just do the extra d6. I always freaking forget.
Too angry to move hexes.
Literally.
Okay, is that everything?
Yeah, that's yeah, because I can probably reach to the end of the map because it's got a really long range, that spell. So yeah, as long as I can see it on the map, I'll be able to hit it. So I will stay where I am.
Okay. I love that Aragorn has literally done nothing wrong. And Gideon loathes him with all of her
He
being.
knows what he's done.
The implicated inference out of it.
Okay, so the wolf was kind of running and then got swiped and fireballed and kind of turns, looks behind it and sees that Blaze is pretty much alone. So kind of runs up and goes to bite him. With a nat 1.
I laugh in its face.
Yeah. Aragorn.
Would I hear it returning to attack Blaze?
I mean, you would hear
I've heard it
Blaze.
howl,
You'd hear it howl in pain. You possibly wouldn't hear it like turn to attack because it is just biting him, so you wouldn't necessarily hear anything. You would hear Blaze laugh in its face though, so
yeah,
you'd have to try and figure out.
Hearing Blaze's laugh, come forward slightly, and then shoot an arrow. Just knowing that I'm relatively accurate. Blaze is in no danger. Nice big target. So
Can you see that far?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
11 to hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
was so close to a nat 20.
Oh,
So close.
yeah. Well, you've all had too many nat 20s already, so no more allowed.
Yeah. I will just I will then jump into the cart. That means 10 feet of movement. And I will just literally run and jump straight into the cart behind Endo.
Okay, okay. Endo.
I mean, I'm guessing it's on its. I mean, I can't see anything. I'm
No.
just guessing.
You can hear
Guessing.
that it's howling, and you hear Blaze laughing, but you'd have to just kind of guess what is going on up
Right,
there.
if I can hear Blaze laughing, it's fine. I'm staying here.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to
Don't
ready
be
any
afraid.
actions or anything?
Yeah, if something comes within 5 feet of me, me, Aragorn, and Gender, then I would react.
And Grumpy. Grumpy is there too, people.
He's just the taxi driver.
Wow. Okay.
He's got insurance.
Blaze, it's you and this wolf now.
Yep. Toe to toe. I mean, how?
That's an evil laugh right there.
I was trying to work out what I can do, just to try to make it more interesting. I am going to slam my glaive into the ground and go Endo style, see if I can grapple it and try to drag it back towards everyone.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
When
Good
it's
strength.
try to just basically just try to grab it around the head and be pulling it back so everyone can have fun with it. Because
I assume you are still hexing it with strength, Gideon.
Yes.
Yep.
I would have been.
One quick thing. Okay. Yep. So strength, just strength.
Strength. Yep.
Alright.
Strength.
Come on, strength. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It rolled quite badly. So yeah, you've got hold of it, and you have the like strength to pull it as well, because it is quite badly
Okay,
injured.
but obviously it's going to be resisting, so I won't be able to get my full range.
Yeah. So it would be like half movement.
All right, so I can getting 20. Where's 20? Get me out there. Out there, I think. Well, Wolfie. Come on, guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
God.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, I'll just keep holding onto it,
Yep.
grappling
So
it.
you're grappling it. Yeah. Let me just put a little net on it. There we go. Okay. Gender. You still can't see, I assume. Oh, you can see. You're muted, Josh.
Yeah, just is what I said.
Ah.
Just see. Yeah, I know. I keep in case Audi barks. It'll be fitting for the wolf fight, but it's. How low is it? Is it on the cheeky side of not being a furry pupper anymore?
It is not looking super duper weak, but it has taken a fair few blows, and it's singed as well from the fireball.
All right, cool. Okay, so vicious mockery, ye oldie faithful. Stares over at it. Your coat is terrible. You need to eat more liver.
Nice. Well, it failed its roll with a nat 1. I don't know what is going on with these wolves, but
Get fucked.
they're doing great. Yeah, as it kind of whimpers and as it's being kind of dragged along by Blaze, it's kind of whimpering and desperately trying to pull away.
That's it.
Okie dokie.
Ellie?
Gideon.
Firebolt.
Okay.
Okay, Lynn, can you save that as a sound GIF? I'm going to use that as my actual text message notification from now on.
Firebolt.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so 7 fire and then that's nice hex damage.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, it's looking ropey. It's looking real ropey.
I haven't really got any bonus actions. Yeah, I think that's me.
Okay. Okay, the wolf is going to attempt to bite at Blaze to try and get free. Oh my god, another nat 1! It fails. It fails.
And she dies.
It's just the roll 20 dice, I don't understand. Aragon.
Use. Would I be able to? I could probably see past Endo, can't I? If not, I'll probably jump over him, and over to here.
Okay.
So I will just. I'm going to shoot another arrow towards the wolf.
Yep.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does.
For 12 piercing and 10 sneak.
Yeah, how do you want to finish it?
As it's tried to bite Blaze to escape, the arrow's just gone. It's opened its jaw back up again to try and breathe, and the arrow's gone inside the roof of its mouth, and it's just pierced its inside its mouth.
Right, so it kind of pierces through its mouth up into its brain, and it just drops to the floor. But it's kind of still got his arm like around its head as it drops to the floor. You are out of initiative.
Yeah, well, I obviously softened it up for you and burnt it and stuff. Gonna start heading back towards the cart.
Oh, you mean like you softened up all the other wolves that I helped kill?
Yeah, now you're getting it. All those ones that I finished off.
Yeah, those ones that I point out, like that one there that I was fighting on my own.
I think you'll find that I killed that one.
I never see you with a blade in hand.
I'm just gonna hold my hand.
Oh.
That are almost a little bit black, and just gonna appear in my palm and be like, blades are so inelegant.
You should try talking to people in Baldur's Gate. They would sorely disagree with you.
Baldur's Gate, what do I care about that place? Certainly haven't spent hundreds of hours wandering around that city or anything.
As you're kind of getting back in the cart, Grumpy is really peed off, and he's kind of ripping a bandage and putting it on him, and he's like, don't get paid enough for this, and wolves attacking, and drive through the night, just drive through the night. Yeah, that's a really good idea, isn't it? This is what happens when you drive through the night.
Look. I don't know your name. The others haven't told me yet, and I'm sorry. I
don't know. It just goes. His name is Grumpy.
I playfully roll my eyes, thinking that Endo is bantering, and go, right, okay. And look, if you want, I'll sit beside you, up at the front. I'll keep an eye out and make sure that we stay on the road. You can have a nap if you want.
A nap? You want me to nap and leave you with my cart? Talisker would have my guts for garters if something happened.
And I don't think Talisker expected us to fight.
Something happened.
Yeah. Did I lose? Is it me? that can't hear him, or is he just gone?
He's just gone.
Yeah, he's gone, I think.
But he's there.
No, yeah, he's still there. I can't hear him either.
A few people keep dropping in and out on mine. I'm not sure if it's a Discord thing.
Yeah, it might be a Discord thing.
Have I dropped out?
Oh, you're back now.
You did
There
drop
we
out
are.
a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. But Grumpy kind of like moves to the side slightly to let you sit next to him, but holds on to the reins. Like he is not giving the reins up.
Fine, you keep hold of the reins, but I'll be your eyes and ears and make sure that we don't go into any more ambushes. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds fair. You're quite reasonable, actually. You seem like a decent guy.
I mean, I'm as decent as others treat me, and I say that loud enough for Gideon to hear.
Yeah, okay. So he kind of like sets the car off again and maneuvers around the wolves, kind of continues on. Doesn't seem to be any further issues as you kind of make your way back down the main road off towards Waterdeep. As you get a little bit closer, the roads start getting a little bit busier, and you can tell that you are getting close to the city. Grumpy pulls you in as you arrive and drives you up the main road. And he's like, right, so it's the hospice, isn't it, that your friend's at?
Yeah, the hospice.
Right. They're meant to be quite good there. They're meant to have quite good healing skills. What I heard, it seemed like your friend probably needed it.
I wasn't too clued in on what happened, but yeah, I think he needs all the help he can get.
Well, he was always very chatty, to be honest. Bit annoying, but, not so much that I'd want them to die.
Did Endo hear him say that?
That he was chatty?
No, that he was annoying.
Probably, yeah. He's not trying to say it quietly. But you would also have heard him say after that he wouldn't want him to come to any harm.
Endo's still gonna just gently shove his shoulder and be like, "Hey, that's my friend."
I know.
I'm sat there playing Now Then Mardy Bum quietly on the loop.
Amazing. What a tune.
Brilliant.
What? Well, I'm just saying, you can't deny he was very talkative.
So?
Well, it can just be a bit grating when you're on a long journey with people you don't really know and you just want to drive the car and people keep talking to you and distracting you from driving the car, which is kind of my job.
I think we should leave the car before Endo does something that is very not like Endo. I don't want to be near this person right now. Can we leave, please?
Well, lucky for you, we're here. This is the hospice right here.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Wow, savage from Endo.
Literally, Endo wants to kill the guy.
Amazing.
What is with the shade of this session?
He's upset, and someone's just basically gone, "Oh yeah, you know that friend that's injured? Oh, he's bloody irritating him. Right, want to kill you." Let's go quick before Endo kills somebody else that's not supposed to die.
The guy kind of looks quite considerably worried now that this gigantic sumo is not very happy with him, and he's like, yep, here it is. Your friend's in there. I'm sure he's fine. Sure, they're fine. They're going to be absolutely fine.
As he's getting off at car, Endo's just mumbling, saying,
Stupid man. Don't like that man.
It's all right, Endo. We're here now. Let's just. Well done for recognising that you needed to remove yourself from the situation. That's that's a really good skill to have. But I think let's just concentrate on Tide now. Let's go and find out if they're all right.
Yeah, let's find him.
I am just gonna head straight inside because I think I'm still a little bit grumpy about everything.
Everybody's grumpy. Everybody's so grumpy today.
Tell you what, right boots should be marching into Poland.
Yeah, so you kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Fill everyone in.
Okay. Yeah, so as you kind of enter, it initially looks a little bit like a temple, like there are kind of altars in there, but you can see that there are rooms off to each side that seem to have beds in there, quite a lot of beds, and there are people in robes with like aprons over the top of them, some of which are stained with like blood, like rushing around. And one of the healers kind of stops as you all enter, looks, and he's like, yes, can I help you? Yes, what is it?
Our friend is here. We've been sent to check that they're okay. Tide.
Small cat person.
Oh, the tabaxi.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes. Just 1 second. And the woman's got kind of like a bowl of what looks like water, and she kind of like rushes off into one of the rooms and then comes back. She's like, yes, right, okay. This way. Are you all right? Okay, come on. Kind of.
Sorry, I was just kidding. Well, some of us are actual friends, and some are just sort of along for the ride.
Yep. Well, that's your business, not mine. Come on. She kind of like brushes it. She's giving very busy nurse vibes. You know, she's like overwhelmed, too many patients. Kind of like goes towards the back of the room and then ducks in towards the left and takes you into a room where there are a couple of beds. One of them is empty. One of them has what looks like a half orc in there, kind of half dressed in armor, and then Tide is in one of the other beds. Looks initially like they're asleep.
Ace goes and lays in the spare bed.
You can't. What are you injured in some? Oh, you do look a little bit. Do you need to be in? Oh, I don't have time for this. Just do what you're doing. And then she kind of like rushes out.
Oh, wait.
What? Yep. What? Yes.
Sorry, but we don't really know anything about what's going on. Can you just tell us what's wrong with them?
Well, that's the thing. We're not really that sure that it. I'd have to get one of the doctors, the physician. I'll have to go and get somebody else, more senior.
Yeah, please, if you wouldn't mind, thank you.
Yeah, but just try and keep it down while you're talking or whatever it is you're doing, and I'll bring them to you as soon as I can. And they kind of like rush off, and as you approach the bed where your little kitty cat friend is, this is what you are greeted with.
Oh God!
Ew.
Oh, he's got the lurgy.
Hey, put it down.
Blaze!
Quickly, Endo just runs over to him and he's like drops to his knees and he's picked up his little paw and he's just tapping it really, really gently. He's like, Tide! Hello, Tide!
He's not contagious.
It's Endo! Shut up, you! Tide!
I think Tide very clearly opens their eyes and just goes, I really need a favour.
Oh my god! It's Tide! Get in! It's Tide!
Yeah, I think for a second I'm almost like so overwhelmed by the fact that Tide is at least conscious of talking that I almost try and push Endo out of the way before I realise that is just impossible. And then
just clamber over it.
Yeah, basically I'm gonna like clamber over Endo and be like, Tide, oh my god, are you okay? What's wrong? What happened?
We saved the whole plane and they wouldn't even give me a separate room.
I'll try and talk to the. You're right. You're absolutely right. You deserve a private room. I'll try and talk to the doctor when the doctor comes. The cleric when the cleric comes. When whoever comes.
Tide's like a little bit delirious and like not quite present. I don't think. He's drifting out in a little bit. Has a little weak smile on his face, just like looking at you two and Blaze behind you and these other people.
It's
Oh, don't worry about them.
Do you fancy? I don't know. They say they're doctors, but I feel like they're just a bit. I don't want to say it too loud because I do want a private room, but I'm not. And he like holds up a paw, and it's just like got that same like jaggedy, purpley, electricy stuff underneath their skin, and they're just like, it's not great, is it? Really?
It's just a different colour.
Constantly licking that scale.
Oh.
I think it's the only thing that's keeping me alive. And I give my little share of paper another leg.
Oh my god.
The only thing I brought with me from them.
It's just another colour, Tide. That's all. It's stylish. It's fashionable. You're gonna be okay.
It's worse than that bloody swear curse I had.
Yeah, why is it always you, Tide?
I mean, I didn't come here to be read, Gideon.
Sorry. It's just, like, it just feels like it's quite often you.
I mean, yeah. I think it's just because I'm the most heroic one out of the group. It's...
Yeah, that seems right. That feels right. Yeah, yeah.
Endo's not let
Are we
go
meant
of
to
his
like
paw.
lie to him to make him feel better? Like, what's the go here? He's either delirious or talking rubbish. I'm confused.
Oh god, the sass.
Blaze, I feel rather this can be made partially of fire, so it's all good.
He's still in there.
As you're all kind of chatting away to Tide, you kind of become aware of the fact that a kind of small gnome has kind of come into the room behind. It's like, hello, I believe somebody wanted to talk to me.
With the patient over there.
Oh, right, yes, okay. Yes, hello. Oh, Tide, you should be resting. Go to sleep. Rest.
Hard to rest when there's so much activity around. There's so many people, places, things. So hard to preserve any energy when I'm not in a private room.
For the last time, we don't even have any private rooms. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to... Just enough, right? Come on. Out. That's enough time with him. Come on.
No, we haven't been here that long, please. What's going on? What's the diagnosis?
Well, I think it's best to talk about that outside. And the kind of like gnome is kind of looking at Tide and then looking at Gideon and then looking back at Tide, just trying to be like, not in front of Tide.
Yeah, Endo's just holding on to Tide's paw, and he's just like stroking his head. Bit of a private joke, Lynn will understand. Like I used to stroke Shadow, so I'm stroking his head, and he's just pulling his skin back.
Yeah, very heavy-handed.
Heavy-handed from the top of his head, and then like Endo just like leans in, and he just picks up his hand, and he just gives his hand a couple of big fat licks, and he just goes, "There we go, Tide. That will help you, because that's what helps, isn't it?"
Thanks. No, a potion would be great if you could find something for me.
Okay. Endo will get it. I promise. I'll be right back, Tide.
And then he gets up and he follows.
Yeah, I am gonna go out into the, well, out of the room with the gnome.
Right, well, firstly, it's very nice of you to come and see your friend.
Best friend, actually.
Best friend, right. So you're not family. And then he kind of like looks and sees that you are not a tabaxi. And he's like, clearly not family.
No, we're more of like found family, I would say. You know, like chosen family.
Endo stood behind you going, because he's got Tide's fur in his mouth after licking him.
Well, perhaps come and sit down. And he kind of gestures to some of the pews there in the main room.
Yeah, I'll go and follow him.
Yep, so will I go.
Well, I believe from talking to your friend, best friend, that you've been recently traveling on different planes. Now, I'm not sure if that's real or if he's making it up, because he seems to be quite delirious.
Oh yeah, that's just kind of how Tide is. But yeah, we were on another plane.
Yes, that's what I was concerned with. You see, I've heard of this.
2 to be exact.
2?
Yeah.
You really shouldn't plane travel if you're not equipped to deal with it. This is what happens. Tide, I believe, is suffering with void sickness.
What was that? He said he just needs a potion. We just need to get him a potion and he'll be fine.
No, we have tried all manner of potions, the best that we've got, and there's no improvement. He may be speaking now, but he's in and out of consciousness, and it's getting worse, I'm afraid. I'd give him, maybe a week.
A week until he gets better? Oh, that's good.
No, I'm sorry. You've misunderstood. A week until he is gone.
I slam my hands over Endo's ears before he can say gone.
Don't
correct him. Don't correct him. I'm afraid that I would really like a second opinion, actually, and to find out if there's maybe some other form of treatment, maybe experimental treatment, anything that we can that we could do just to make sure that weak thing doesn't happen. And
well,
then,
yes.
This one will never have to know that you nearly said his best friend was going to die in a week.
Well, possibly the scholars at Candlekeep would know more. If you could find a way to get into Candlekeep, then they have all sorts of books on plane shifting and magicka, and maybe they would be able to offer some assistance. I would have sent one of my nurses myself, but we're massively understaffed and very underfunded.
Just pull my cloak around the bag of holding and the thousands of gold therein. Yeah, Candlekeep. That's the library place, right? I've heard of that. Is it very far from here?
It's down near Baldur's Gate. I wouldn't set off just now, though. And he kind of looks out of the front door where it's getting dark. It's perhaps stay in the town tonight and then make your way.
Making my way
tomorrow.
Sorry.
But I would move with some haste from tomorrow. We will do all we can for Tide. But
what do we need to get?
The scholars at Candlekeep.
What are they going to have in Candlekeep?
Well, they have all sorts of knowledge, books from all sorts of places. Scholars that live there that know many, many things, much more than me. This is a very rare sickness, and they may have a way to deal with it, or somebody who can do something for him there. I can give you another few minutes with your friend, family, best friend, person, and then I'm afraid you'll have to move on.
Do you know of a particular scholar we should seek out?
It is not my specialty, I'm afraid.
What is your specialty? Bedside manner?
I'm not paid for my bedside manner, I'm paid for my cleric abilities. Unfortunately, Tide has something I have never encountered before, and by my skills he is able to live for that week.
Don't mind him. He's like this with everybody. Do you? Is there? I mean, Baldur's Gate feels like it's kind of sounds kind of far away. I know it's just kind of down the coastal road and all, but is there anywhere in the city or anyone here in the city who might be able to I mean, there must be some kind of travel system, something like teleportation, somebody who could maybe just get us there more quickly?
I wouldn't know. I don't really travel myself. Perhaps you could take a boat. That may be quicker than the road.
I like boats.
Huh. You weren't there, man.
Maybe
You weren't on the last one.
Last time.
I know.
Maybe ask around some of the taverns. They might know a different way.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have somewhere to stay?
I'm sure we can find somewhere. There must be taverns and places in the city.
Well, and I'm only doing this because they pay us to do it, but there's this inn not far away, and he hands you a piece of paper that in very shoddy writing that looks like it's done by a child. It says, "Come visit Trollskull Manor."
We know. Yeah, no, we know all about this place.
Oh,
This
boy.
is where that big, buff, intimidating orc woman was, and that other woman, and the tabaxi actually.
I don't know about an orc woman. Some tabaxi child ran this inn, begged me to put up flyers.
Oh, fine.
Oh.
But they paid, so... And from what I hear, it's an okay inn. Not the best, of course.
No, I mean it was nice. We've been there before. It was nice.
Well, good. Then you have somewhere to stay. As I said, I can give you 5-10 more minutes with your friend, and then we have to close the doors for the night.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help. Is there somewhere we could make a donation, just to say thank you? For helping Tide.
He kind of smiles and nods, and then gestures towards the entrance where there seems to be a donation box, a wooden donation box. He's like, anything helps. And then as he's just standing up, he looks kind of old-ish. He's just kind of standing up, cracks his back, and then one of the nurses comes running out, and he's like, quick in here. Oh, they've taken a turn. And he's like, oh, excuse me. And he rushes off.
I'm just going to look at Blaze, and I'm taking my hands off Endo's ears now. And I'm going to be like, okay, so we've got a mission. We know what we need to do. If we want to help Tide, we need to get to Candlekeep and see if they know anything about this void sickness. And Blaze, you weren't with us last time, but this manor, I mean, the people there are nice and they've put us up before, so maybe we should stay there tonight and then head out tomorrow.
Bed's a bed.
Oh, wait! This is where Endo's friend Ro is.
Yeah, that was her name.
Oh, she brought me my spoon back.
Yeah, should we go and tell Tide that we're going to try and find something to help them and then head over there?
I'll wait out the front.
Such a people person.
He's low charisma, people.
Yeah. What are Gender and Aragon doing?
Aragon's kind of been around Tide's bed watching him, but not actually getting super close. He's just being respectful and quiet without actually saying a word at the moment.
Okay. And what about Gender?
Start humming songs to make people feel better.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're in the room where Tide...
I stood at the door.
Oh, you're at the door,
and
right.
letting everybody have the space that they need to see their friend.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just sat there like humming Marvin Gaye, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously. Why would you not?
Okay. So yeah, you kind of head back into the room, Gideon, and Tide is kind of still in and out of consciousness. The big kind of orc that was on the bed is kind of turned over, and you can see that they've got like massive kind of claw marks across their chest, with like some of their armor has been like embedded into it. They've obviously been in one hell of a fight.
Did they annoy another orc within a bar, perhaps?
Pardon?
Nearby? Did they annoy another orc nearby, perhaps?
Who knows? Who
Male
knows?
or female?
Tried to touch some rum and that was it.
Yeah. Endo would just go straight back in and just be at his side and try and cuddle him and stroke him and just be generally pestering him, constantly touching him and stroking him and holding his paw and just like almost like tugging on him a little bit, trying to get him to move. And he's the worst kind of person to be sat next to him right now while he's ill, because he's just like, come on, you can do this, you can get up, everything's fine, you know. That sort of an attitude.
Yeah, I think Tide is probably like very conscious, like drifting in and out, just like maybe it gives you a very weak lick on your face at some point when you come close to him. But I think probably looks super exhausted, and just from that brief encounter, like all of the things on their body are like flaring up, like slightly more glowy, slightly more a bit scary looking, a bit freaky looking.
Yeah, and Endo stops messing about with him and like sits down and crosses his legs next to his bed and just starts praying. He prays to his god of Ilmater, the god of endurance, to try and help him.
What's Gideon up to? Oh, go on.
I will be there again next to Endo, and I'm just gonna be like, the doctor said we might find some information about whatever this is at Candlekeep, so we're gonna head there and we'll be back as soon as we can. And I hope you know we're gonna do whatever we can to fix this.
With candles?
Well, the books. I think there's a lot of books there.
Oh, less cool.
Yeah, less dramatic.
So it's okay, Tide, because the cleric said that you'll be fine in a week.
Oh, I mean, maybe just rest up a bit.
Yeah, rest up and we'll be back within the week, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah. Did you manage to get that spare room?
I asked about it again, and they just kept saying they hadn't got any. Can you believe it? But I'm working on it. I've got a plan.
Thanks. His head like sinks down a bit into the pillow.
I think I'm just gonna like lean down, like very close to you, and quietly, like, I don't want Endo to hear this necessarily, but I'm gonna say to you, Tide, I'm gonna do whatever I can to fix this. I'm not losing somebody else.
I don't think Tide says anything, but I think you get a little lick as well before they like pass out fully. And there's also like a ghost of a smile on their face as they're on the bed.
Come on, Endo. Let's leave him to his rest, and we'll be back within the week. And they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be absolutely fine. Let's go and find somewhere to stay for the night.
Yeah, Endo finishes his prayer and he just like nods and he stands back up. Oh, and he leaves like loads of Tide stuff like around the bed.
Amazing, thank you.
So what's the plan?
Well, just before. Well, I guess, are we gonna go to Trollskull Manor? Everybody, should we go to Trollskull Manor?
I'm up for.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Endo's fine.
Okay, well,
Anywhere to sleep.
before, basically, as we head outside to, like, because I guess we should tell Grumpy where we're going. I'm gonna.
We could not.
I'm basically gonna subtly kind of hang back a little bit and let everybody else go out ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna try and flag down either the gnome or maybe the nurse who I saw before.
Okay. Yep. Yes.
And I'm gonna go into the bag of holding. I am gonna take out 2,000 gold.
Oh Lord. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, thank you. I'm gonna say, thank you for everything you're doing to help Tide. We'll be back within the week and we'll find a way to make this right. But in recognition of what you're doing and as thanks for the excellent private care you're giving Tide, who of course will have their own private room for the duration, I would like to make this donation to you and just like show them how much gold I have.
What? We don't actually have any private, but they can. I could move them into my room, and I could sleep in the ward.
If you feel that that is the best course of action, I mean, it's not really for me to say how you run this establishment, but I just know that, you know, Tide the way that he is, I just. He said it so many times to me. He just, you know, he wanted some dignity with his illness. He wanted some space to themselves. They didn't want anybody else to see them in the state that they're in. You understand, of course. So, but I understand that is placing a burden on you and your resources, which is why I would like to make this donation in recognition of the above and beyond that you have gone to make sure that Tide has got that private space.
Yes, that seems perfectly reasonable. Actually, that's great. I'll get on that. We'll get them moved ASAP.
I really appreciate it, and I'm going to put 2,000 gold in the donation box.
The nurse kind of immediately grabs the box and walks off with it, like ready to empty it out into a safer place. She's like, "Yep, I'll get them moved. I'll get them moved. I'll move my things out of my room."
Thanks, and we will be back within the week. So, I'm not saying that I'm going to check that you are actually doing it, but I will be back to make sure. smiling as I say that in a non-threatening way.
Yeah, okay.
Great, thanks. You're doing great work. Is there a particular god that is this, or God bless? I'm just gonna head outside.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of head outside, and Grumpy is still sat on the cart, kind of waiting. As you kind of come out, he looks nervous. As Endo kind of comes out, he's like,
Yeah, Endo doesn't even look at him. Not in a nasty way. It's just he's an insignificant. He's just like these people in the picture. He's just a nobody to Endo because he, So he just walks past him.
I'll jump back up beside him and go, have you heard of a place called Trollstool Manor? As I show him the note, the flyer that was handed out.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. I think it's just up the road and to the right. I think I can take you there. I can if you want to get in or you could walk if you didn't want to get in if the big guy wants to walk.
Is that me?
No, he's pointing at Endo.
Oh,
He's nervous.
Which big guy?
Yeah.
Do you want to walk up the street and to the right, or do we want to go by car?
Yeah, Endo just powers on. I think if I remember correctly, he's been there before.
Yeah, you've been to Trollskull Manor before.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he walks past him and just carries on going past the car and just goes straight up. He's happy to just.
I think you might be walking. I'll follow you up later with the cart.
Yeah, sure. Just watch out for any wolves.
Yeah, I think we're safe in the city though.
And with that, I'll jump down and follow the rest towards Trollskull Manor.
Okay. So you are wandering up Trollskull Manor. So you all, well, most of you know the way. And Gender and Aragorn would. Oh, and Blaze actually, because Blaze wasn't there last time. Yeah. So you would just kind of follow Endo and Gideon as they kind of lead their way up to what is familiar to them. As you kind of make your way,
I'm not doing it.
You are first kind of met with the smell of food kind of coming from inside the building, and you can also hear somebody playing very well on a piano inside.
Oh, Lynn, is this why you mentioned to me that there may have been a cameo for one of my characters?
Yeah, but I didn't get a token,
right.
So.
No, that's absolutely fine. I didn't give you a token because he would probably, because he's found his sister Ro, he wouldn't be here. He would just keep coming back here every now and then in between campaigns.
Okay.
So.
Are we heading in?
Yep.
Gender, maybe you could join in with the music.
Yes, I will listen first.
So as you enter, Gideon, you would see that it is Tyne that is sat, very enthusiastically playing the... Oh, you've just shut the door on yourselves. Gideon shut the door behind her, just no, I don't think so. I don't want you in here. As you enter the inn, you notice that those who know him would see that it's Tyne who is sat at the piano, very enthusiastically, play like it's Beethoven or something. He's really going for it. He's absolutely loving it. But he kind of turns his head and sees you come in and stops immediately playing. And he's like, Hi! Oh my god! Hi! Gideon! It's you! Hi! Meg! Furbolg! Friends are here!
Hi, Ty, you sound really good.
Thanks! That's kind of my thing. That's what I do. That's my thing. Come on!
Yeah,
Hello, time.
Hi, Endo! And he like grabs Gideon and starts pulling you towards the bar where Meg is kind of sat with Ro, and Furbolg is sat on the end of the bar. Whether he's a cat or not, I don't know.
You'll have to wait till I speak. You wait.
Meg, look, Meg, look. There's our friends and some of the people who I've never seen before. But hi, new friends.
Hello.
Oh, don't mind him, Gideon says.
Oh.
I just turned around to go and go, I've not seen you since Candlekeep.
Ro kind of is like, hasn't even turned around, like while Tyne was like going crazy and like pulling people over, and she was kind of just focused solely on her rum. And then like hearing your voice, Aragon, she kind of like stops and like looks almost up to the sky and then goes, no way, and like turns very slowly around and she's like, holy shit, hi, how are you? What are you doing here? She kind of gets up, grabs you and pulls you into like a bear hug.
I'm like getting crushed here because there was plenty stronger than I am. But yeah, I will return the affection.
I can't, what? I haven't seen you for ages. And she kind of like, she's doing it in a friendly way, but she's like almost beating you up because she's like slapping you on the arm and then like slamming her hand down onto your shoulder. But obviously everything that Ro does is like super macho strong, so she's kind of like bashing you about a bit but not intentionally wanting to hurt you.
Any chance of a rum while I'm here?
Of course, yeah, of course. Meg, we can get my friend here a rum, right?
Yeah, if he pays for it.
Wow, okay. I mean, I thought you'd do it just for me. And she kind of like gives you a bit of a wink.
Look, I've accepted that you're going to drink me out of house and home. That's absolutely fine, but I've never seen him before in my life.
Oh, fine. I'll buy him a drink. And like Ro kind of reaches in, and she is absolutely loaded. Like she has got a ridiculous amount of gold. She kind of like puts some on the bar. And she's like, "There we go. That'll be enough for him for the whole night."
Fine. Just take it. And Meg like pushes a bottle towards Ro.
Ro kind of just turns and thrusts the bottle into Aragon's chest and is like, "There you go, drink up, friend." And finally kind of clocks that other people are here and she's like, "Oh, hello, Gideon, Endo, others."
Hi,
While that was all going on, while the whole hugging thing was going on, Blaze would have leant across to Endo and be like, "Who's she? She's kind of hot."
Oh, this is Ro. She went on a quest and she got Endo's spoon back. She is, I don't know where her brother is. But she is a very, very strong warrior.
Tell.
Yep. She can, I think she can crush things between her butt cheeks. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
She couldn't, but she can now.
It's law.
It's law now.
Oddly specific.
Well, welcome to not my inn.
Intently now.
Probably.
Okay, I didn't hear that. People are breaking up.
Yeah, it broke up for me as well.
How weird.
Who broke up? Me or?
You and Lynn.
Like everything cut out, yeah, and then.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a Discord thing, I think. It's just
Discord having a bit of a meltdown. Ro kind of like is stood up now, like kind of one arm like around Aragon's like neck, almost like pulling him in still for a hug. And she's kind of smiling at everybody else. Tyne is just excitedly big-eyed in the middle of everybody, like, hi everyone, hi. Where's Tide?
Oh, he's dying.
No.
What? No, he's dying. No, he's gonna be fine in a week. They said he's gonna be fine. What do you mean, Gideon? Why did he say he's dying?
Why did he say he's dying? Is he dying? I can help. I can lick him.
I tried licking him, Tyne. I tried.
I think that's what caused the problem. I think he's been licking stuff.
Oh, what?
Nobody is dying. Nobody is dying.
What?
Like Tyne has literally kind of climbed up Meg and is now like holding on to Meg for dear life, like tears in his eyes.
Yeah, tears in Endo's eyes. Endo's really upset.
Endo, you know what Blaze is like. It just says things. He's not. Tide is not going to die. They are not going to die. We had. I'm like saying this to like Ro and Meg and everybody. We had this thing happen to us where we kind of ended up on another plane of existence, I guess, or maybe more than one. And apparently, Tide has got something called void sickness that sometimes happens if you like go to other planes, and I guess you're not a wizard or whatever, and like can cast spells to get there, because it kind of happened against our will. But we apparently they said he's staying here in Waterdeep, so you could go and visit them if you wanted to. But yeah, we need to go to. I'm gonna very, very begrudgingly glance at Aragon, because I heard you mention Candlekeep, and I'm gonna say, yeah, we need to go to Candlekeep and maybe try and find out more about this void sickness, and hopefully there'll be information there about how when we get back here within a week we can help Tide and they'll be fine.
Void sickness, that sounds serious. Doesn't that sound serious, Meg? That sounds serious, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty serious, but it sounds like there's some sort of plan to sort it out.
Is it like a natural thing? Is it natural? Because if it's natural, then Fermog, come here, quick! Tide's dying and you don't know them, but they're dying!
Did you know for you said he's not dying? What?
Nobody is dying.
But you said they're staying here and we can visit them, and I could go and lick them, and I could just check. I could check if licking them would help, because maybe nobody's thought about that, because sometimes people don't.
No, I licked him.
Yeah, but Endo, do you normally lick people? Because I do that as kind of my thing. That's my thing. I lick people. I go up to them and I lick them when they're hurt, and it heals them. And I've got like a history of healing people like that, and I could try.
Oh, that's what Tide used to do to me, so that's why I did it back. I thought it would work, but it didn't.
Meg, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna just go lick and see if that helps.
Well, all right, but it just maybe ask permission, because they might not want you. They might be sleeping or having some kind of treatment. They might not want you to do that right now. But you can go and see. That's fine. But
yeah, they said they were closed for the day. Actually,
oh yeah, they did.
told us to leave because they were shutting down not shutting down. I'm sure they're still working, but they were not letting anyone else in.
You say your name was Tide, right? Was Tyne, right?
Yeah.
You know where you dropped off those leaflets to advertise this place?
Yeah, well, I dropped them off pretty much everywhere, to be honest.
It was one of the hospices that you visited. It's literally like round the corner and down the road.
I'll find it. I'm going now. I'll sneak in. I'll sneak. We snuck before. We sneaked, haven't we? Haven't we? We've sneaked, Meg.
Yeah, we have. We're pretty good at that, but I think maybe you should listen to the fireman, and maybe you could go first thing tomorrow morning.
Like, time visibly like deflates down. It's like, okay, but if something happens and I could have licked them and I could have saved them, then that's on their stupid fault for shutting. He kind of like sulks his way over and goes and sits next to Furbolg at the end of the bar.
Meow.
Strokes Furbolg. And it's kind of like Tyne. So to everybody else, Tyne has gone and sat next to a cat, a normal sized cat, and is now like whispering in the cat's ear and stroking it.
Amazing. Endo is visibly panicked.
I turn around to Ro and go, so, is this the room from that ship where we had that massive fight with everyone in Baldur's Gate, or is this a new brand you found somewhere?
Oh, no. This is just my girl Meg here. And she kind of grabs you with her other arm, Meg, and like pulls Meg in for a hug. And it's like, she keeps it well stocked with rum, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And I think anybody who's got a fairly high passive perception will probably notice that Meg is blushing.
Meg, why have you gone red?
Oh, it's hot in here.
He's literally stood there with just a nappy on. And he's like looking around, and he's like,
Are you sure?
Yep.
Ro kind of like just grins, like she just like pulls her even closer and then kind of turns to look at Gideon. She's got now one arm around Aragon, one arm around Meg, and then turns to look at Gideon. She's like, you said you're going to Candlekeep?
Yeah, that's where they said we had to go.
You know you need something to get in there, right?
I don't know anything about it, man. My magic doesn't come from books.
Okay. Let's just take a breather. Calm it down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just worried about Tide.
Endo can break down any door. Don't worry, Ro.
I wouldn't do that. We've been there before, me and Aragon. You have to take him a book or something that they've not already got in there.
Yeah, I forgot that rule.
Yeah.
I bet they've not got an Endo in there.
It's knowledge they want, Endo. It's not a person. It's knowledge of things.
oh,
Not necessarily a person, because otherwise anyone could enter.
Like quite wisdomous.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like roll with him there. I don't doubt that you're wise, but you know they want books because they're stuffy like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know that people kind of camp out near to Candlekeep. They're trying to gain entry. Maybe one of those can help you if you head that way. I'd offer to go with you, but Meg needs me here, right? And she kind of squeezes Meg.
I think Meg is gonna like touch her own face and do hand of healing to like try and stop herself from blood. And just like nod.
Meow.
But I mean, are you setting off? How are you getting there? You got a car or
We have a car. We just need a place to rest up for the night, if you got room.
Meg, do we have room?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we've got kind of standard rates, but yeah, most of your friends, so sure, we're pretty empty tonight. Just take the room upstairs.
I was like, yep, that's good, but not yet. You can have a few drinks, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Pass me another room if you want.
Oh, Endo thirsty.
And I was like, yes! And then kind of like glances over at Blaze. It's like, who's this guy?
Oh, this is Blaze. He's a really, really strong warrior.
And Ro kind of steps up next to Blaze and he's almost kind of like, she's not like squaring up to him, she's almost trying to like measure to see whether he's taller than her or whether he looks bigger
I was
than
about
her.
to say, how tall is Ro?
Let me find out how tall Ro is.
I think she's.
This is totally a size off this steady, like Blaze is kind of like flexing just a little bit more than usual. So
Yeah. Tits out, ass out.
Ro
Go,
is
go.
6 foot.
basically.
Ro is just 6
Yes.
foot.
6'3".
6'3", yeah. So I was kind of like, okay. She's like, oh, you're impressive, aren't you?
Say the same. That's quite an arm you've got there.
Oh, really? Want to put it to the test? And she kind of grins and then like gestures at the table. She wants to arm wrestle you.
Hell yeah.
She kind of like bashes this guy out of the way. Like he kind of just like moves around. Like, she's not great for the clientele. And then kind of sits down and puts her like arm out ready. She's like, let's go, big boy.
I'm just watching on with interest because I know how
If
dangerous it is.
and if you could actually, because of his complexion, it's hard to tell. But if you could tell, Blaze probably blushed a little then.
Meow.
Spurbalg over there. Meow. Okay, yeah, so it's just straight strength. Just a straight strength off.
Oh, come on! Oh, I've got to turn off my rage as well.
Oh, hang on. I am whispering, but Ro just rolled a 10. So she kind of like pauses for a bit and then bang slams your arm down onto the like desk and looks up at you grinning. She's like, yeah, not as impressive as I thought, and kind of winks.
Blaze also like shake his hand off a bit. He's like, that was impressive.
Yeah, let me get you a drink. And she kind of goes up to the bar, glances at Meg as she reaches to grab an ale, and then kind of reaches into her pocket and puts more money on the thing. And she's like, it's fine, I'll pay. Kind of like reaches across, grabs an ale and comes and slams it down. She's like, drink up, plenty where that came from.
Goes to cheers and to your health.
To you getting a stronger arm. And she like smiles. And she kind of like turns to look at Gender and like tilts her head. And she's like, and you are?
Hello, I am Gender. Pleased to meet you. I'll stick his hand out. Fucking love this character, man.
Hi, I'm Ro, and you're a machine?
Of sorts.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, there's not someone inside there, you know.
Every time.
Someone inside?
Yeah, no. Look. Tink, tink, tink. There's nobody in there.
I see. And what do you do? Gender? Do you fight? Do you...
I perform.
Oh! Like Tyne?
Yes. Is
Well.
that who was playing the piano?
Yeah, he's over there stroking the cat.
Ah, yes. Very well played.
Oh, well, maybe play us a song. Play us a song. And Ro kind of heads back to the table, to the bar.
That's fair. Meow.
Oh, fair box thing.
The vocal switch was insane.
So if Gender wants to play a song, you can roll performance.
Go on then.
Nice.
Ain't nobody heard this song before.
Okay, yeah.
We will leave it to the gods to know what it was.
Okay. Yeah, so you're playing, I assume you're playing your lute.
Oh, hell yeah, you know.
You're like full on, like this is an amazing performance. To the point where Tyne kind of like looks up from stroking Furbolg. It's like, oh wow. Oh
I have
wow.
got to make note, by the way, that Gender has metal fingers, so the sound of the lute will be slightly different to being played with someone who has flesh on their hand.
Oh, okay.
It would reverberate down your arm. Like the sound would be different. So it would be unique.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Tyne kind of is like tilting his head and then kind of runs over and sits on the floor directly in front of Gender and is just looking up like absolutely amazed. Like, you're really good.
Thank you. He just sort of looks down and plays harder.
Wow. Tyne is now just transfixed, just sat staring, like completely unaware of everything else that's going on. As Ro kind of is just getting more and more drinks. She's just making a little pile of coins that she's placing on the bar as she just keeps passing out drinks to everybody.
I think Meg is just like, she's kind of like looking at Meg hot, like that is somewhere between like it would almost be annoyed if she wasn't also looking at her like she's the most wonderful person in the world. And she's just like slowly taking the gold off the bar when Ro was putting it down and like hiding it away somewhere.
Yeah. And Liv is kind of behind the bar, like getting the drinks every time. And it's clear, I mean, Ro is pretty much helping herself because she pretty much lives here now. It just seems to be where she lives. So she knows where everything is. So she's just literally popping a few more coins down, grabbing more drinks and handing them out as the night kind of progresses on, until it gets later on and you guys would retire up for sleep. Before people are kind of going, Ro is kind of still standing, like she's been drinking rum, throwing it back, but it seems to never have any effect on Ro. And she kind of like leans in and like grabs Gideon, again, very heavy-handed, and like pulls her towards her. And she's like, so what is the plan to save your friend again? You go into Candlekeep. Do you have a book?
Yeah, I've got a few actually.
Are they books that they wouldn't have?
Well, one took off this like magic guy who teleported himself to the moon, I think. And I've also got another spell book that I took off somebody, but I can't remember who. And then I've got this, and I like. So Gideon this whole time has like had almost like a leather satchel kind of hanging around her, like around her neck and like across her chest, but it's actually like a strap tied to a leather book, and it's the Zorrel skin one that or whatever it's called, that I can write in and animals can understand. It was the one that somebody got me for Christmas so I could talk to and be like, yeah, and there's this one, if I write in it, like animals can understand what it says. So maybe they might not have that.
Endo steps forward and pulls out a book out of his little backpack that's attached to his little nappy, and he goes, Endo's got this one, the ABCs of how to read. They might not have that one.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm not into books. It's not really my thing, but maybe.
Yeah, well, you've been there before, right? So how did you get in last time? Like, what did you give them?
What did we give them? And she kind of turns to Aragon.
I think we went to the vampires after we took some books from their libraries, if I recall.
Ah, yeah, book things.
Yeah, we went to. I don't recall the names of them, but I think it was that pretty. It's that pretty posh place at the top of the hill in Baldur's Gate. The vampires ran it, and then we had all that fighting to do inside the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there were some books we took from a library there, which we then split amongst the party we were with at the time, and then we gave those books over when we arrived at Candlekeep.
Well, yeah, as you notice, I wasn't paying much attention. But a book, we gave him a book. Books. Multiple books.
I think we might have cleared out the building as well, so we can't even stop off to take some more.
Well, as I said, I know that people who are wanting to gain access to Candlekeep and things, they camp out nearby. Maybe one of them could help, and I don't know. But rest up for tonight and then head off in the morning, I guess.
I mean, I guess we can try the books we have, and if not, I don't know, we'll get some from somewhere. We just got to get in there for Tide.
All right, well, just if you need any help, then, feel free, and I'll keep an eye on Tide while you're gone. Me and Tyne will nip in and see him.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate that. I mean, they seem to brighten up a little bit when we were there today, so maybe, short visits from friends might help.
Yeah, I'll take Tyne. Tyne will cheer anybody up, right?
Yeah.
And Ro kind of gestures towards the stairs where you guys can head up, as she turns back round and carries on drinking rum.
Never change, Ro. Never change.
I don't plan on.
Good to hear. But I know when to call it quits, so I'm going to head up for the night.
Ugh, all right.
What's Blaze doing? Meg wants to know.
He is eyeing up the green ass. That's what he's doing. Don't lie, Blaze.
Kinda, yeah. Just drinking and sort of watching. He's a little bit tongue-tied.
I think...
And
go
a
on,
bit crestfallen after losing the arm wrestle. So he's sort of watching, try to keep a low profile to not get more embarrassed at the loss.
I think if other people had started clearing out, I think Gideon would probably head up to bed. And if other people have started clearing out and it's kind of Rose still drinking and it's maybe just Blaze and one or two of the others left, I think Meg would go over and sit with Ro. not in and just maybe keep glancing at Blaze.
Bullshit. Definitely in a my property kind of way.
No, because Meg would never deign to think that anybody could say that Ro was their property.
Yeah, that's true.
She's a free spirit.
Ro, as Meg kind of comes and sits by Ro, who's, although she can still converse pretty well as Ro ever can. She has been drinking rum for a long time, so as you come over, she kind of goes, "Hey," and like wraps her arm around you and pulls you in again.
I think Meg is just going to smirk a little bit towards Blaze, and then just very quickly, and then she's going to say to Ro, "You still drinking all my rum?"
I mean, I don't have to. I can stop and then go back to adventuring and things if that's what you want.
Oh, I guess I'd miss having you around.
Yeah, you would. And she kind of like nudges you playfully and then pulls you in again.
You might as well pour me one of those. I think Meg's just going to start drinking with her.
Yep.
And see what happens.
I mean, they've been together for like ages now. Ro literally lives with Meg, so
Look,
they're just not confirmed. They're not confirmed as a couple. They just live together.
Alcohol lubricates the way.
Gender starts playing Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think as long as Gender is playing, Tyne is just kind of sat in front of Gender, just watching, absolutely transfixed. And then if Gender started playing anything that Tyne would recognise, Tyne is going to attempt to join in.
Hell yeah.
So he's kind of been watching for quite a while, and then he's going to attempt to join in. Let's see how well. Tyne should do pretty well.
See, the thing is, Gender has to try really, really fucking hard because he's in front, like, he's in the presence of a fellow musician who knows when something's being played, not like half-assedly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else has no idea. You can slump a performance whenever you like, but other musicians know. So you have to like be on the ball.
Oh, Tyne just got a nat 20 in his performance, so he got a 25. So as Gender is playing something that Tyne recognises, Tyne starts joining in, and he is fully like jamming out with you.
The stars align.
Yeah, and it is
the
just
heavens are clear.
Magical as like Tyne is playing on his flute and you're playing on your lute. Everybody that is still in the tavern have kind of turned and are watching, just like open mouthed. Ro kind of turns around and is like, "Gee, did you know they could play like? Have you heard? You should hire this guy."
Meow. Herbog's in the corner, curled up in a ball on the rug in front of the fire. It's getting late. Here's the playing. Opens one slitted eye, flicks his tail, tries to get back to sleep.
Herbog's like annoyed at the play.
Herbog pissed as shit, tries to sleep.
To be fair, he's probably used to this Tyne around, I would have thought.
Yeah, with time, but not two people.
There's two of them now, like rocking out.
Trying to like, you know, show each other their skills. He's like, oh, too long. He's an old man now.
Oh, so as they kind of finish up the song, the people in the bar are clapping and things, and then Ro kind of like stands up, kind of like is like, "I'll start clearing people out," as it kind of gets later in the evening.
I imagine Ro literally just picking people up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's literally like picking them up by the back of the neck and just like walking them to the door or window, whatever's nearest, and just kind of ejecting them. Like, "Yeah, come again, thanks, come again." Like she's learned that she should say thank you or like come again or some pleasantry, but she hasn't quite learned that chucking them out by the scruff of the neck is not really the way to make people come back. So she's kind of just going and literally grabbing people. This poor guy who she already had bashed out the way when she was arm wrestling with Blaze, she's like, "Yep, thanks, bye. Yep, thanks, bye." Like she's like making her way around
through the windows.
Yeah. Oh no, she opens them. She wouldn't want to like damage Meg's house.
Oh, that's nice. She put a brother through a fucking window. But
that was different.
These people opened the window.
That was different. Nice. As she kind of gets over to here, she kind of steps up and just like gives Furbog a little scratch behind the ear and then grabs this one. It's like, yep, thanks, bye. Yep, do come again. Yep, we appreciate your bye. And she's like just wandering around, clearing them all out. And yeah, best wishes, kindest regards. Imagine Rose saying kindest regards. And anybody that is heading up to go and sleep, you can have a long rest. You sleep in Trollskull Manor completely undisturbed. It is a very nice sleep, very well maintained inn. So you can take a long rest. When you wake in the morning, you would be able to smell food from downstairs as Liv is making food for everybody. These two are gone as well. Goodbye. Ro is passed out in the corner, asleep.
Yeet.
Yep, is passed out in the corner, and Tyne is nowhere to be seen. They have disappeared from the inn.
Endo's gone straight for some food.
Yeah, so there's food it's like a buffet type thing. There's like eggs and bacon and fruit and porridge and everything kind of laid out on the table.
No. There was.
There was, okay. Liv keeps kind of going into the kitchen and then coming back out and putting more food on the bar.
Yeah, Endo just walks up and takes one of the platters, the whole thing, and just lifts it up and takes it to a table and sits down.
Liv, who is a ghost, by the way, kind of
what?
Tilts his head and looks towards Meg as if to be like asking Meg whether that is okay.
I think Meg's just going to be kind of staring at you, Endo.
Endo just looks and smiles and waves. He's like, hello.
You know you're supposed to leave some of that for everybody else.
Oh, I did. I left the other platter, like the other plates. I got this one for me.
Hearing that, I'll walk up and just go, what is there on offer, actually?
I got lots of bacon and eggs and sausages. And there was lots of bacon, eggs and sausages and fruit and things left over there. I thought it was just take whatever you wanted.
Yeah, but it has to feed everyone, so maybe
this will feed me. It will.
Yeah, but it was also supposed to feed like your friends.
They don't eat that much, and that one over there, I don't think he has a stomach.
I'm just going to help myself to a portion of porridge and be like, well, this is interesting.
I can pay, Meg, if you need money.
No, it's not about the money. It's more about the principle of the thing, and that's how much there is. So if everybody wants some, you might have to share.
Oh well, I can share what I have with my friends.
Well, great. Meg's just done with that
conversation. Meg's over it.
Yeah.
Like this foot-high platter that's got eggs and bacon and sausages on it. And he's like, yeah, but I can share it with just my couple of mates over there.
You cannot reason with a brick wall.
Yeah, that's Endo.
What is Blaze doing?
Blaze is on mute. Blaze, it's just helped himself to some of the food and just sitting there eating, putting more notes in his book.
Okay. What about Gender and Gideon? What are they up to?
Just playing some songs, baby.
Okay. They're accompanying their breakfast with some music.
Just some light-hearted, nice, easy classical stuff.
Nice. What's Gideon up to?
I think Gideon probably had a couple of drinks last night and is probably the least equipped to handle even the tiniest amount of alcohol. So I think Gideon is just
After a weakness.
Well, the last time we were here after Adri, she was really hungover the next day, if you can remember. So I think Gideon is just going to be sitting with not in a form of dread, but with a hood up, like to try and like take some of the light away. And is just not going to say anything, but going to walk up over to Endo, sit down next to Endo, and just start eating Endo's platter of. Like, just start picking at the eggs, I think.
There'll be like fried tomatoes and mushrooms on there probably as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Liv kind of like watched the whole exchange between Meg and Endo, and then he kind of shrugs and walks or floats his way back into the kitchen, where you can hear like pots and pans banging. It's clear that he's started making more food. Once he realised that there might not be enough for everybody because Endo just took a whole big platter. Ro kind of starts stirring in the chair that she is in. It's almost like she's, you know, in cartoons where they follow their nose, where like there's food. It's almost like that. Like she's like stirred awake, and then she's like getting to her feet, almost following her nose, and she kind of like heads over to the bar and kind of like not forces her way in between, but kind of like moves her way in between Blaze and Aragon, and like I think
that Meg would anticipate this happening, and I think Meg has got a plate of food ready for Ro. And she was like immediately, like as Ro gets to the bar, I think Meg would slide it towards her.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so you just kind of slide it towards and Ro kind of catches it. It's almost like this is like a thing that happens every single day, you know. This is like routine for them now. Rose kind of just expected that would happen, so she kind of starts chowing down on this food, and then kind of like turns, looks at Blaze. She's like, "How's the arm?"
Yeah, it's not too bad this morning.
Good.
Packed quite a bit of weight behind that.
Yeah, I like to think so. And she kind of like, as she's bringing the fork up to her mouth, she's like deliberately flexing her muscles as she's doing that, like over flexing. She doesn't need to do that to obviously eat with a fork, but she's like doing it to make the muscles bulge on her arm. She's like, "So you're the muscle, are you?"
Well, that's one of the roles. I like to keep a bit of notes on what's happening so that we can tell our stories one day.
Oh, I'm not really into reading, but for somebody that is, I'm sure that would be good.
And what else then do you like, if not reading?
Fighting. I like fighting, drinking, eating.
Anything that ends in then, basically, though.
Well, no, because reading ends with ing, and you know, she kind of like is grumbling a little to herself. She's like, but yeah, pretty much them three things, really. I'm not very. What else do I do, Meg? I do other things, right?
Throwing people.
Throwing. Yep, throwing. I do throwing.
You just prove my point here. You know that about though.
Shoving, and she shoves Aragon off his chair. Like, not with all their strength, because that would send him like through the wall. So she just kind of like shoves him so that he just like tumbles off the chair. Like, and she's like, yep, do the shoving and things. I'm pretty, you know, live a basic life. My adventuring days are behind me now.
And that's how you guys know each other? You used to adventure together?
Yeah, we adventured together at one point, and then Somehow we got separated at Candlekeep.
Yeah, books are really not my thing. I just walked off, to be honest. Just left. Had enough. Boring. No fighting, all reading. Really not my thing.
I can't say I blame you, to be fair. Books are stuffy. Make you sneeze every so often.
Well,
Who's going to recount the stories of all your adventures if you're not taking notes and passing them on?
I mean,
Who's going to hear about any of your great battles or victories?
at the end of the day, there's the old-fashioned speaking to people.
yeah. There's not really many people usually that alive after I'm done, to be honest, to speak to.
Can confirm, by the way.
Meg is also nodding.
Maybe I will start writing things down. Today, broke man's face.
Well, I've got a
Three
page
bottles of
entry just
rum.
like that.
Oh, really?
Broke man's face, crushed man's arm.
Sounds like a good day. And they're kind of like Rose, kind of like leaning in, not like leaning in romantically. She's leaning in just with interest now, like almost trying to
Goes,
see what you're writing in the book.
yeah, the last entry will be like decapitated wolf.
Ah, do you use an axe?
No, like a two-handed glaive for myself. Get more range. Really swing it around and get some momentum.
I prefer my axe myself. And she kind of like taps, like reaches up and taps the handle of her axe that she's wearing on her back, even though she's in relatively safe water deep in an inn that she kind of owns.
It's quite a beauty.
Yeah. Meg, I'll have a rum here, please.
She just smiles fondly and pours a glass and passes it down to her.
So you guys should probably be heading off. It's going to be quite a journey down to Candlekeep.
You know what, bro? That's I think the second wisest thing you've ever said.
What was the first wisest?
Probably something along the same lines back when we were adventuring about escaping the vampires or something along those lines. I don't recall the specifics.
Oh, I thought it was going to be get another rum.
I mean,
Meg sighs and slides another one towards her.
that's just a given with you, Ro. I mean, if it's not by the barrel, then what's it by?
Well, and she kind of like stretches out and like you hear almost every single bone in her body crack as she's like stretching. She's like, well, did you say you've got a car or do you want me to get you one?
We've got one, thanks.
Did Grumpy ever turn up? That's a question for the DM.
You don't know? You haven't been outside? He hasn't come into the inn.
Okay.
Yeah, because he saw an orc throwing people out.
Yeah, as he approached, somebody exited via the window.
But I'll just stay here all night. I'll sleep in the car.
I'll go out and see if our cart's here, actually. And I'll just start to head out.
Endo brings the big empty platter back to the bar and puts it on the bar, rubs his belly. Just said, thank you. If you do want me to pay some money, I don't mind paying for the food that I eat. I have plenty of money.
Honestly, it's fine.
Oh, well, we've got to save our friend now, apparently, because I don't know if he's dying or not now.
I think Gideon behind you is like, not dying, not dying. How many times do I have to say?
Like Endo's he's just really ambiguous. He just don't know what to believe. Like he's just torn. So like, yeah.
Ro kind of like stands up and like ambles over. She's like, well, best of luck to you all, and I hope you manage to find a way into Candlekeep. We'll call in and see Tide.
Oh, thank you, Ro. I still got it. And he gets his spoon and he just shows her.
She kind of like, with Endo, she kind of like pats Endo on the shoulder, and it's as hard as she was hitting everybody else, but Endo barely moves. Like, the only thing that moves is like maybe his chonk moves a tiny little bit, but like he doesn't move from it. She's like, well, you keep him safe as you always do.
I do my best. It was nice seeing you all again. I hope everybody is doing okay.
Well, best of luck to you all.
And to any of your future engagements in battle, I hope you do well, Ro.
She kind of grins. She's like, I always do.
And then Endo just giggles a little bit. He's like,
So do I.
Aragon, as you go outside, you would see that Grumpy is in fact there, laid in the back of the cart with a blanket over him.
I'll call out in a quite, not like super loud, but just loud enough to, hey, time to wake up.
What? Yeah, what? Hi, yes. Hello. I'm here. We're here, yes.
Yeah.
Like I said I'd be here, I'm here.
You did. I'll give you that. And time to hit the road.
Don't you come back no more, no more.
Endo walks up to Gender and just goes, tink, tink, tink.
Come, friend. It's time to go.
I am coming.
Did you not have any breakfast?
I do not need food.
You don't eat.
No, there is no way for it to do.
But it goes inside you.
There are other things inside of me.
Ooh. Well. I don't think I want to continue finding out what other things might be inside of you. Come on, let's go.
While Endo and Gender are having that conversation, I'll be just putting to Grumpy going, so yeah, the route today is Candlekeep.
Candlekeep? That's all the way down near Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to have to do through the night again, aren't I? Again. Oh, get in. Just get in. I don't want to talk anymore. Get in.
You want a second pair of eyes up front?
Sure.
And I'll just jump up beside him.
Yeah, so he kind of like moves over a little bit so you can comfortably sit on the seat. And he just looks thoroughly depressed as he's kind of just waiting for everybody else. As Endo kind of starts making his way out of the inn, Grumpy looks visibly nervous and he's kind of like glances at him and then looks away and is making a point not to make eye contact with Endo.
smart man. Yeah, Endo just gets it like in the back of the car. It's not a nasty thing. He just doesn't like. He sees the driver as a background noise, like he would if he was walking through the village centre in a marketplace. Everybody is irrelevant except the people that he knows.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not like negative towards him. He's just neutral, indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he just jumps up in the back.
Yeah, so assuming everybody else is jumping up in the back,
Yep.
Grumpy sets off. He is doing his usual. He is not speaking to anybody. He occasionally will respond if people say anything to him. So if people are like asking him how far it is, he'll be like, "Oh, I have to drive through the night, and then it's another day on top of that." And he's kind of grumpy. The road that you take is the main road down the Sword Coast, so it is relatively safe. And the journey goes without much problems. Gets kind of busier around certain places, and then gets more dead as you're going further down. You actually go past Daggerford, go back all the way back down towards Baldur's Gate. And as you get closer to Candlekeep, we are gonna do this. You are in your cart, tootling along, and some of you, who is in the front, Aragon is in the front. Aragon, you would notice that there is a tent set up at the side of the road.
Okay. Yeah. Is there signs of life around the tent, or is it kind of abandoned at the side of the road?
It's not meant to be black. I don't know why it is black.
It might be dynamic lighting because mine's black as well.
One second.
No, Lynn. I can see my token, but the rest is black, so I'm guessing it's because of dynamic lighting.
I'm doing something.
There we go.
Is that fixed?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Okay. I don't know. What can be seen around the tent?
Roz.
Roz is on a pitch black screen, so Roz isn't sure what they can see around the tent.
I can do this.
Delightful. Yeah, there's like bits and bobs all around the tent. Like there's a little like camping stool, but it doesn't look like it's been sat on. It's like full of little like tinker's tools that are half open and just bits of like scraps and tit tat everywhere, and not a lot that really seems to make much sense as you approach. And I think no one has emerged from the tent, and there's just like a sign that's like stuck into the front of the tent with like some glowing like letters on it that just say "No, thank you."
Well, that seems to be quite a clear-cut message. They don't want any passing trade.
Yeah. Should we? What do you want to do then? I mean, it is getting late. We are going to need to. Are we just carrying on? We're not far from Candlekeep now, but I don't know that they'll let you in at night time.
That's that person over there. If there's somewhere to stay close by.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hello.
I think as you're all talking and then you shout hello, like the tent opens like just a tiny flap and a head pops out, and you can just see like the face of like a pale, slender rock gnome with like some freckles over her face, and like giant ginger pigtails, and goggles on top of it. And I think she kind of looks towards you and she just, hello? Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here?
I'm to rob you. Kidding. Kidding.
What?
Passing
Maybe just
through.
just have a rule where you just don't say anything, Blaze, when we meet new people.
She like visibly grumpy. She like emerges from the tent. She looks, can you not read the sign? And who are you? And she like beelines for gender. Tapping like at their chests.
Usual spiel. Sticks hand out.
Grabs your hand. What are you doing with these guys? You seem very cool.
What did you say, Rosa? Didn't come through at
I'm
all.
sorry. What are you doing with these guys? You seem very cool.
The German. Oh god. That took me by surprise. That's thrown me completely off. Jesus Christ. Would you like some sauerkraut, yeah? Oh god.
But would you like to come into my tent? I have oil you can drink. I don't have anything for you. And she says that everybody else.
Yes, I could go for some oils. My knees are feeling stiff.
Oh, great. Come in. I can fix anything that needs fixing. Come.
Apologies.
Who are you all, by the way? Why are you here? Why are you near my tent?
Well, I mean, your tent's like right next to the road. This is just a road that people travel on.
You're a sassy one.
We're just on our way to Candlekeep, but it's getting late and we wanted to know if there was somewhere we could sleep.
Oh. Maybe I do have some space for you if you're heading to Candlekeep. Why are you heading to... Do you have what you need for Candlekeep? You know how to get into Candlekeep now?
No.
We know they need some sort of book that they haven't already got.
Yes, you don't seem very prepared.
Well, we've got books and stuff. We know you have to give them books.
It's not just any old book. They have to be quite rare, and Candlekeep has a big library. Have you seen it? I have seen it. It's very big. Come, sit. There's ostensibly no chance that you can sit on.
Did you say you've been in Candlekeep?
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool place. Full of books. Did I not mention?
Yeah, but can you like go back anytime you want to?
Can I go back anytime I want to? I assume I can, but maybe other people
You
can't.
can, but you can't bring other people with you, yeah.
Okay.
I can, yes, no plus ones, I'm afraid. Maybe for the robot man. He's not a real man, but not for anybody else.
Oh, could you go in there and get a book that we need to help save our friend's life, I think.
I mean, maybe you do something for me, maybe I do something for you.
Okay, what can Endo do for you? What can Endo do for you?
Oh, so many things. Come, sit. So I kind of make my way towards... Again, there's nowhere to sit, but, great.
Endo will find a place to do it.
So, you need to get into Candlekeep, no?
We do, yeah.
I ask why. I like things. I like to know things.
Our friend is sick with quite an unusual disease, and we were sent there in case there might be some information about how we could cure them.
Very cool. Unusual sickness. Yes, Candlekeep might have the answers you need.
Have you heard the term of void sickness before?
Void sickness. I'm not sure. Have I heard the term void sickness before? Lit?
Roll me a history check.
Oh. Dum. 24, baby.
Jesus.
Nice.
You think you may have heard something to do with it in, conversations about a certain person?
Oh no, you need to go to the soul. Oh, you'll need to go to that asshole. Oh, I know where he is, but there's a. I mean, I would call him a man that would be doing the service. There's this guy, wizard man in Big Tower. I think he might know. He probably might not say not nice man. We could.
Wait, so he's a bad man. Okay, that's fine. That means the Endo can punch him until he tells us what we need.
Perfect, works for me. I need to get in. Here's some shinies that I quite like.
Okay. Gideon?
What?
So
What
wait.
is the-
Sorry, go on.
What is the name of this bad man?
Oh, the weird name just makes them seem more real and really more of a wild thing. And his name is Picard Felsbach. He is a gnome and an asshole, did I mention?
He's a gnome? Okay, I don't think
Not
that
a
would
good
be
gnome
quite
like me.
fair.
That gnomes is where Endo draws the line.
I mean, it's just the fact that, he's 392 pounds and a gnome weighs as much as a bag of sugar. It's a little bit unfair.
So wait, back up. So this asshole is he in Candlekeep or is he somewhere else?
No, he is in Big Tower. Same way, same direction, not same place. Big Tower. We can go the same way. You can go to Candlekeep after if you want, if you like. Look, I need shiny.
Like Baldur's Gate.
No, just on the road, I think, like a tent, but bigger. It's a tower. Have you heard of one?
Aaron just sighs. He's just trying hard not to face Pam at the moment.
Also, this is not the voice or the attitude I had for Ingrid at all, but,
I love it.
I love it.
It fits perfectly. giant machine man, German engineer. Obviously.
So it is planned, yes? You go, you punch man, I take shinies, we go on our merry ways. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Sorry. We've kind of. I don't really feel like this conversation has gone in like the usual order. What's your name?
Oh, sorry, yes, I am Ingrid. What are your names? Especially you, Robot Man. What is your name? Do you have name? Have you designation?
I am Gender. Pleased to meet you. Also Santa.
I bow deeply to Jen.
Nuts.
And the rest of you? What are your names?
I'm.
Eric John.
Don't listen to him. I'm Gideon. This is Endo.
Hello.
That's Blaze over there.
I'm Blaze.
Okay, I'm detecting some animosity. Do you like each other, or...?
We only met yesterday. He's just kind of hanging around. Don't really know him that well, but unimportant.
Okay, she is a sassy one, no?
She thinks she is.
Okay, ground rules, no fighting near my tent. Do not want it to catch fire. It is very near and dear to me, very precious indeed. No fighting, please. You can fight on the other side. Okay, thank you.
Oh. What about this wizard person? Like, does he know spells and things? Because Endo does not like wizards.
Oh yes, he knows lots of spells. He is bad man, bad wizard. But good wizard, actually, in terms of skill, just bad,
Endo does not like bad people. So.
That's okay, you can punch him for me.
Well, the last wizard that I met sent me to the moon, so I mean, I could try and throw this gnome wizard to the moon.
Yes, it feels important to say this man might know how to save your friend because he is also one of those people that are like good at the plane shifting and the moving through time and space and yada yada yada.
So you mean they can't throw him to the moon then?
Do you want to go to the moon?
No, not again.
Could you breathe up there? I've never been.
It's difficult to breathe.
Mm.
The view is quite spectacular, but there's like no air.
Baby, how am I gonna breathe in the air?
It's my list.
If I can, I will keep my feet firmly on this plane. I do not have any plans to go to the moon.
Okay, noted. I'm also not planning to go to moon, just to go to Wizard's Tower.
Okay, well, shall we go then?
What time is it, Lynn, in game time?
Nighttime.
Yeah, it's probably late evening. Like it's dusk, probably.
I am not really. I mean, I am. It is long day. I am tired. Maybe sleepy now and movie later. I also need somebody to help me carry the tent. It is very heavy. Maybe you, big strong man, or you, other big strong man.
We have a cart. You can put it in the cart, or these can carry it, I suppose.
Yes, that is more logical. Yes, I approve. Yes.
It does as well, by the way. Fly me to the moon, let me kick its fucking ass. It's so good. Oh, man.
You are a giant sentient music box with legs. Fantastic.
Fantastic Charme. Sehr gut, sehr gut.
Oh, it seems like Jender's picking up some of your accent.
I'm not muted.
It is okay. It is late for us all. Do you have plan? Do you need to go? I mean, you are welcome to sleep near the tent, not in the tent. Is my tent. Personal space is very important to me. You have your own tent. You are adventurers now. You look too odd a band to be anything else, frankly.
I mean, we've got the cart. We can figure something out. We're not going to come into your tent. Don't worry.
Oh, the robot man. Oh, he's back. I thought he had plane shifted. I thought the wizard had got him. Never mind.
Yeah, he just does that sometimes. He just like flickers in and out of existence.
Yeah, this dimension today.
I'm not getting into the potentiality or actuality of existence or non-existence. It's too late. Every time someone said like, "He's not a real person, he's not non-existence," I'm like, "Oh my god, please."
I'm gonna just jump up onto the cart and sit just near the driver's seat and be like, I'll just be here for a few hours while you guys sort out everything else. I'll go and trance in the seat.
Yeah, Endo just sits outside, up against one of the wheels. Just sits there, chills out.
Yeah, we would do like watches, right? We'll do like watches through the night and.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you're all resting in the cart when you are resting, and then you're going to have people on watch, yes?
Yeah.
100% resting.
Endo will sleep out. Endo will sleep outside, whether he's he'll be outside the cart, whether he's awake or asleep.
Okay.
Gideon is going to sleep
people in my room
underneath the cart.
Oh, okay. Okay, I assume Ingrid's just going into her tent and
So yeah,
sleeping.
100% I'm going into the tent. No, what? I'm not offering to take watch, because I would never take watch anyway. Can I just try and like cash in like a small like umbrella just to keep gender dry? Should there be any rain?
Yes.
Og.
OC question, Roz. Is it a tent of holding?
It is
Is it a
Is it
magnetic
like-
mansion?
of holding.
Yeah, is it
not.
like Mr.
Oh.
T's shell?
Fucking
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, it
No,
is
it's
not.
That is a shame.
Right. Okay. So if people are taking rest, then that is where we will end the session. Let me just.
We have to save time.